Got a full couch today. A lot of things to discuss. How everybody doing?
Good.
Okay,
Good.
where the energy at? Let's go, fellas. Last show of the week.
It's our Friday.
It's Friday. For some of us. This is Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us. What's going down, Gil? Okay, I see you with the hometown favorites. Special colorway. We got Mr. B, Brandon Jennings back in the building. We got Kenya Martin here with us.
That's more like it.
He said that's more like it. Yeah.
More like
I feel more comfortable.
He's fishing.
We got the dream killer, Rashad McKentz. So before we start the show, shout out to Steve and our production team for blessing us with some Shake Shack yesterday. Gil, you had Shake Shack first time?
No,
you had it before?
I had that before.
Okay. What's the review? Better than In-N-Out?
No, I like Shake Shack.
Better than In-N-Out, though.
Hell
I mean, because I like chicken sandwiches.
Okay.
I'm a chicken sandwich guy.
They got chicken sandwiches in In-N-Out, though.
according to.
As you've seen in the chat, I showed the proof.
On April 1st.
Was that April Fool's?
I had to check the date on the TikTok.
It was?
Was it? You gotta go see.
Just saying. I'm not saying I went to In-N-Out and got two chicken double doubles.
Ooh, turn it up.
Just saying.
We got a lot to get into on the show today. Here's what's cracking in the arena. Jalen Brunson battled a janky foot to help the Knicks take a 2-0 lead, but what do the Pacers need to do to avoid going down 0-3? OG Anunoby suffered a hamstring injury in Game 2, and his status is still uncertain for Game 3. But how will the Knicks fill his void? I'm just looking at the white dude behind him with the, don't make me, whoa, slow down, Jamal. And Nikola Jokic won his third MVP in the past 4 seasons, but did the voters get it right? I'm sure a few people on this couch do not think so. But before we get into all that, as always, the show is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Help us help you. Download the app, use promo code GIL to receive up to $250 in bonus cash in a special pick'em. Again, Underdog Fantasy keeps the lights on here. Download the app, use that promo code, help get your bread right. So the most popular picks of the night are on the screen below, so ride with them or fade with them. But we have fun watching the games and playing pick'em, so we're gonna do a little pick'em tonight. Let's go around the couch. Oh, wait, we're going to do that in a second. My bad. Okay. I'm fucking up, Gil. Popular picks, Derek White, higher 17.5 points. Donovan Mitchell, 39.5 points, rebounds, assists. Jason Tatum, lower than 27.5 points. And Kyrie Irving, higher than 23.5 points. So it's interesting. We'll give you our own pick'ems in a second. But as always, we do MostlyFans at the end of every show. So if you drop a good question in the chat with your Underdog Fantasy username, and we use that question on the show, you get a $50 bonus to your Underdog Fantasy account. If you send us a video at mostlyfansgil@gmail.com, and we use that video on the show, and you are an Underdog Fantasy user, you get a $100 bonus to your account. As always, keep those questions 30 seconds or less. Can be about anything, don't need to be just basketball. And if you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, we got audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. So like I mentioned previously, we got 2 playoff games tonight, so we're gonna go around the couch, get one pick'em from everybody that they like. This will make the Gil's Arena pick'em for the night, so fade us or rock with us if you're rolling with the picks. We did win earlier this week, so you would have got your bread right if you would have, just pointing that out. So we're gonna start with you, Gil. You got Jaylen Brown, his higher or lower is 29.5 points. What are you going?
Taking the lower.
Ooh, lower on Jaylen Brown. He had 32 in Game 1.
29.5, I'm taking the lower.
Okay. He not getting it done tonight?
And I'm about getting it done. If they win by 45, he's
he ain't gonna be in the game.
He ain't gonna be in the game.
So Brandon, let's go to you next. You got SGA. His higher or lower is 24.5 points. Damn, that's
Higher.
okay. You taking the higher? Easy?
Yeah, easy.
Okay. That's the you get quite as big of a payout.
Which one is that one?
So they do spicier, whatever. But so 24.5.
On who?
SGA.
They got him at 20.
Yeah.
Going up.
So Kenyon, Luka Doncic, higher or lower than 24.5 points?
Higher.
He's getting buckets tonight?
Yeah. He's got to score 25 points.
That's
Fuck yeah, I think he scored 25 points. That's 24 and a half. Like, he got to score 25. I think he can score 25 points tonight. In a game where they're going to go out and try to win it. Like they gonna try to split. They let the first one go. Try to split. Yeah, he gonna have more than 24.5 points.
So Rashad, Derek White's higher, lower, 17.5 points. What are you going with?
Higher.
He's cooking again.
He's averaging like 22, I think.
Rolling with your Celtics. Are they gonna get the win tonight?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, easy. No questions there.
But he good this year, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He good.
He good.
Yeah.
And I'm rolling with Chet Holmgren higher, 2.5 blocks and steals. He had 3 blocks, 2 steals in game 1. He might get that in the first half. So again, if you're rocking with it, huh?
That's a good one.
Shout out. Came up with it all by myself. No help. No, I'm just kidding.
That's it.
I go to the source when I need to get the pick of right.
Hold on. When we picked the hats on the live show, your teams are gone?
Yeah, my team gone.
Your teams are gone.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Everybody's team gone.
Except for mine.
Except for you.
What's your team?
OKC.
Okay, see, yeah.
I'm the only one?
Yeah. Okay. You and
Nick.
Who Lexi have?
Lexi team is out too.
I don't remember.
Who did she have?
Nick had Denver. I don't think anybody got Boston or New York.
No, nobody got New York.
No. Nick got Boston.
Yeah.
Lexi got somebody that's still in.
No,
Indiana, maybe?
because one of her teams didn't even make it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm the last one left, huh?
He's the last soldier left.
Okay.
Finally.
But they shouldn't have had the teams that was in that play and shit in there, no way.
Yeah, most of those.
Oh, yeah, because I had Chicago.
They shouldn't have had that.
Yeah.
They knew they was gonna lose in the goddamn play-in. Like,
Faulty shit.
yeah, they definitely set me up. I had Sacramento and somebody else, like really? Oh, the nigga that poured dice.
T the lead.
I don't.
T the
trust
lead.
him. He poured him out his pocket.
He put him out of his pocket.
If there would have been a new pack, probably would have got me.
It's the same pack I used to pack you up with.
Nah.
We gotta check. We gotta check the die.
We don't change the dice. Same dice. Same dice.
7-Eleven.
Same dice.
7-Eleven, that's
I
all.
don't trust you far as I can throw this house.
Same dice.
That is not far for those out there who are wondering. It's a very big property. All right, well, let's get into it. Nuggets may be headed for an earlier than expected trip to Cancun, but reigning Finals MVP Nikola Jokic got some good news Wednesday as he was named the league's most valuable player. It's Jokic's 3rd MVP in the last 4 seasons. So this year he averaged 26.4 points, 12.4 rebounds, 9 assists, had 25 triple-doubles while shooting 58% from the field, nearly 36% from 3. So Jokic received 79 first-place votes, with SGA coming in second with 15 first-place votes. Luka finished 3rd, Giannis was 4th, and in somewhat a surprise, Jalen Brunson finished 5th in MVP voting ahead of Jason Tatum, who was on the best team in the league by a very comfortable margin and was the best player on that team. But I want to go around the couch. What do y'all think about Joker winning his 3rd MVP in the last 4 seasons?
They should have gave it to him last year, I feel.
Instead of Embiid?
Instead of Embiid. I mean, I guess. But I mean, Shea got robbed though, for sure. He got robbed, he got snubbed. And it's gonna be hard for him to try to get it next year because they pumping Anthony Edwards and all these other young players. So, I mean, his chance, if he was gonna get it, his chance was this year.
Shaq, what you think about Joker winning his 3rd MVP in the last 4 seasons?
Congratulations.
Y'all not excited?
Them Euro boys is doing what they supposed to do.
And what is that?
Dominate. And the tallies look pretty dominant. 79 to what, 14, I think that's what it is?
15 for 79 first-place votes for Joker. SGA had 15 first.
Everybody gonna have their own, opinion about who should get it and all that. So, from a perspective of what you see the game coming to, how Joker plays the game, how I explain how he plays in between errors, the complexity of his game and how he breaks down and keeps his team in the running every single season. And this season's no different. He's been consistent, and like they saying, as far as SGA having a chance this year, may not have a chance ever again. That just goes to show, like,
What?
we're just supposed to give it to him just because he ain't gonna never get it again.
No, it ain't that. It's just that his team wasn't even supposed to be in that position. They had a hell of a year. I mean,
Had the most 30-point game
Like-
in the season since Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Like shit like, nah, it's,
Like it's some.
yeah, young team, and I definitely,
I hear it.
I think they got it wrong.
It sound good.
I think they got it wrong. Young fella led a bunch of young guys in a place where they had no one expected them to be. No one expected them to have a chance to be the first seed. Yeah, he was the most dominant player on that team. I just think, yeah, like B said, and Gil always say, now like last year they got it wrong, so now they got to try to correct it. So it's,
When Steve Nash won back-to-back, they
shouldn't have
got
got
it
it.
wrong, right?
Fuck yeah, they got it wrong.
But he got 2 MVP trophies.
And who gives a fuck?
Right? He got
One more
2
than
of them.
Shaq, as some will
cares?
point out.
Right?
Who cares?
It seems this.
We all motherfuckers that hoop, like that respect the game and know the game, know the motherfucking trophies go. So
Is this
every time somebody say Steve Nash got motherfucking MVPs, it's gonna always be a goddamn but or
that second.
it ain't his. Like it's gonna always be fucking something. So real motherfuckers that play the game know. Like that shit ain't just like this shit. Like this shit.
So
is-
what's the criteria for the award?
It's the team
Yeah,
in
what
first
is it?
place.
What is the criteria?
They move
That's
it.
what
They move it
Shaq
every year.
explained it.
They move it
Okay.
every year.
Like, hey,
they move the goalposts
it
every
goes
year.
to the best team
Okay.
with the best player.
OKC. Okay.
OKC.
And Shea.
That's on the West.
But has it?
Because Tatum is the best player on the best team, bro.
Okay.
in the
So
tough-
So it didn't, he didn't even get recognized at all.
Sixth
So
place?
if we really talking about it, y'all just talking about the West Coast. Y'all talking about the number 1 team in the West, not the NBA.
okay, but
Well, we're
not
all,
talking about the NBA.
We're all in agreement that the Western Conference is tougher than the Eastern.
No, we're not.
Shit, it was 3 teams.
You say that.
It was 3
I don't
teams.
say
That
that.
basically,
People that respect the game
It's
of
the-
basketball,
it's the NBA record.
It's the obvious, dude.
The Boston Celtics is
It's
the best
obvious,
team in
dude.
the
You know,
NBA.
It's the obvious,
Period.
dude. Okay.
OKC
They
is not the
record
best
said
team
that.
in the
They record
NBA.
said it. They record said they were.
So then why-
OKC is not the best.
So why was Jason Tatum in 6th?
Because they're that good. They're that good.
Sounds-
just like when Steve Nash and the Suns was number 1 in the NBA.
He wasn't that good.
He wasn't that good, but he was the best player on the best
So
team.
what do you
It beat your
contradicting
argument
yourself.
anyway, then, if-
Yeah, you
I'm not
con-
having an argument.
You
It beat your own-
I'm not
contradicting
having an
yourself.
argument.
You're contradicting
I'm making
yourself.
a statement.
You're contradicting
And it
your
beat your-
statement.
I can do that.
contradicting
I can do that.
yourself.
Just because you
Your
don't
own
agree
self.
with my
You're
statement.
contradicting yourself.
Y'all are
yourself.
so
You're
in so much
contradicting
competition
yourself.
when I speak.
Nigga, ain't
It's so
nobody in
crazy.
competition. Ain't no-
So
you
let
have
me
nothing to
speak.
be in competition
So let me
with.
speak then.
You have nothing to
so
be in
let me
competition
speak.
with.
So why
Nigga,
is it when I
what the
speak
fuck you think
there
is
is
going on
always
here?
there's a combativeness or a,
Nigga, we're having a debate
no,
here.
we're
That's
not.
why.
I'm giving a statement.
We're all having a debate.
No,
we're all
we're
giving
not.
our point.
We're
all
not
giving
having
opinions.
a debate.
We all give opinions.
We're having a debate
We all
now.
give opinions, nigga.
We're having a debate
We
now.
all give opinions.
I ain't
We're
even
having
get to
a
say mine.
debate
We all
now.
give opinions.
So why can't I get mine?
You already gave
No,
yours.
I haven't.
You already
gave yours
gave
and it went
yours.
in.
You're interrupting mine.
You gave yours.
You're interrupting.
All right,
You gave yours. It was somebody else's turn
I'm
to
still,
speak.
I'm
nigga.
still giving it.
You gave it, then it went
I
in
still
here.
hear that
Giving it.
gibberish shit you talking.
Obviously, you
Yes, don't nobody
Obviously,
want to hear
you
it.
don't.
Don't nobody want to
It's
hear it.
always that.
No,
It's
don't
getting
nobody
turned
want
up
to hear
early
it.
in the arena.
No, you said Joker.
obvious?
You said Joker.
Is it obvious?
Then you say Joker,
contradicting
congratulations. You said Joker.
You said Joker, nigga.
Is it
So
obvious?
it moved on.
Moved on, nigga. You gave
How we
your
moved
pick.
on?
You gave
'Cause it
your
went to
pick.
him.
We moved on.
You gave your pick.
No, I didn't.
Dude, let's next topic.
The best team in the NBA is who?
Boston Celtics. You said.
Okay, who didn't win the MVP?
Tatum.
Y'all saying
Who wasn't in
Shea
the
Alexander deserve it
He wasn't in the
over
conversation.
Jason Tatum?
Yeah, he wasn't in the conversation.
Why?
He wasn't in the
Why? So why does Shea
wasn't in the
deserve it?
conversation.
So why does Shea deserve it? Let's hear that.
Hold on.
Let's hear that. He averaged more
I go?
points, but he's not the best player on the
I haven't even win yet. Can I go?
Yo, are you live right now on
Yes.
your,
Well, he
on your
said,
personal
we all
channel and
gave
on the
our
show?
opinion. I thought we was moving on.
Yeah, you gave
So
it.
We gave our opinion.
Nah,
You gave y'all
Come on,
gave
man.
Go ahead, go.
Y'all
We
gotta
gave our
stop that.
opinion.
Y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta stop that, man.
Stop.
I was
Stop
saying-
that. Y'all gotta
Stop
stop that.
Stop
man.
what?
Y'all gotta stop
Stop
that.
what?
We're talking about Jokic.
Stop what?
Stop that, man.
Stop what?
Be in competition. You being in competition with me like that.
Nigga, you ain't nobody to be in competition.
So why
with
are you going back
ever
and
in
forth?
life
Why
about
you going
nothing,
back and
nigga.
forth?
We having a debate here.
We're not.
That's
He
what
ain't
we're
win
here
yet.
for. Every day we're here to
He
talk
ain't
sports
win
and
yet.
whatever.
All right.
Every day we do the
ain't
same
win
shit
yet.
here, nigga.
Just
We do the
because
same
you
shit.
disagree with me,
We do the same
don't
shit
mean
every
it's a
day.
debate.
We do the same shit
Time
every day.
out.
You know what that
Time
means?
out.
It's called
Time-
hate.
We do. Boy, you are sadly mistaken.
Time out. Time out.
It's called hate.
Seppi Town.
Who? You?
Seppi Town.
You, boy, please.
Security.
Boy,
Come on, man.
Security.
Don't make it too obvious,
Boy,
man.
boy, please. You a child.
Shit.
Let's go, Gil.
I was just gonna say, congratulations to Joker, right? You know, he won the award. They figured out how to give it to him.
Yes.
By giving him the most votes, Gus.
I'm just saying, you know,
they moved the goalposts.
My thing is, it's disheartening to the young youth because you tell them, do not be selfish and play for yourself because we're not going to give you the NBA. That's what they did with Kobe, right? Then it's like your team got to win. So when Kobe team became number one, his numbers went down. They rewarded him for the first time. So in everyone's mind, like a Jason Tatum, right? I'm sacrificing my 30-some points to win. My team has been number one damn near every year. You haven't even let me sniff it, right? Then we have Shea, whose team, right, wasn't even a playoff contention team beginning of the season. They end up being number one, and he averaged 30. Nothing, right? Then you have Jokic, his first MVP, his team record was ranked 10th in the NBA. He won. His second MVP, his team was ranked 5th. He won, right? So you're rewarding the individual for his individual success, right? This year, or last year when his team was 1, you didn't give it to him. You gave it to someone whose team was 3rd, 4th, or 5th.
You mean total? Yeah.
This year, his team was 2nd, right? What did he do individually, right? The reason they struggled this year is because someone said, well, they would have had a better record if Murray didn't miss 30 games. I didn't know Murray was that important to an MVP candidate, right? So if you need Murray to help you get first, why are we rewarding you for something you need him for? The guy that we're giving a trophy to, the most important player at the end of the game that showed us game after game. When they need to win, they give it to Murray, not Jokic, right? Yes, Jokic can hit game winners, but that's not who gets those, right? So we're rewarding him for mistakes, bad decisions before, but as a young guy who's sacrificed, who's played the game right, what do I look forward to? What can I do next year if I'm Shea? Tatum, what do I do next year? Both of us are number one. We're both balling. We lose. Next year I average 35 and I come in 3rd. I'm not going to get it. If Jokic does the same numbers, but his team is number one, that's an upgrade.
It's a chance he's going to get that bitch again.
He can get it again. Say if Murray missed 30 games, they're 2nd. If Murray plays all those games and they win 65 games, he's the MVP again. It's just confusing. Yeah. It's like there's no consistency in none of the voting, and that's where the debate is coming from. If you just gave it to what we thought was the best player on the best team,
that's what it should.
That's the MVP, right? The guy he's averaging 20-something, like we know Jason Tatum could average more if he didn't have a Brown. Yeah, of course. Right. But he has a Brown, and he's sacrificing for him, right? For them to win, for their team to be great. So what are we missing here?
Just the people that's voting. Like it's that. It's the people that's doing the voting. It's plain and simple. Like they change the narrative every year, move the goalposts, and it's a who I like this year, who I'm gonna like next year. I might not. Yeah, it's just who the media pumping. Okay, it's just been this whole season of Nikola, and it's just like, damn, these other dudes are really fucking playing well, and their team are winning as well. Mm-hmm. It never gets meant because it's every time you turn on the TV, MVP candidate. Yeah, but Jason Tatum has proved it as well, right? Year in, year out. Like he has proven that what he is to the Boston Celtics, right? Mm-hmm. Without Jason Tatum, with the way his production year in, year out, and like you said, sacrificing, they wouldn't have a chance to be in first. But they don't reward it from being in 6th.
Even somebody like Brunson, right? He loses players all year, right? In our minds at the beginning of the season, the number one option. He loses them, and he gets that team to second. Where's the push for it? It just doesn't make sense. Like Denver, you won last year. You won the championship. You were number one. That means when you came into this season, you were the dudes with the crown, right? You have the crown on your head coming into the season. You are the marked man. And you lost the crown to two teams. You're not the number one stud. There's two teams here and here that has the crown of the best teams in the NBA. How are you getting rewarded for losing it? I don't care about your second best player not playing. Most of these teams don't even got a second best player.
So is it the wins? Is it individual stats?
Who was the best player in the NBA
This year?
Who was the best player in the NBA?
Embiid, Jokic, Giannis.
Yeah, Luka led the league in scoring.
It depends on what was the criteria.
Say again. Who's the best player
In the NBA right now. 82 games.
Like, are we saying like that? Yeah, because motherfucker.
Just who number one? I mean,
Who's the best? Who's not number one?
I mean-
who's the best player in the NBA?
to me, I'm gonna have to go with.
Yeah, who would you say right now? Everybody's healthy, standing straight up, first game of the season. That's what you're asking.
Who's the best
Who
player?
do you think the best player in the NBA is?
I'm going with young fella Anthony Edwards.
Who do you?
I got Embiid.
I got Joel.
Got Joker.
But obviously Embiid not eligible, didn't hit the game requirement.
So when Michael Jordan was winning all those MVPs, were there other players better than him?
No.
No, right? But then Charles Barkley got an MVP.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah, fact.
David Robinson.
Facts.
There was other players that got MVPs during those ranks, right?
Yeah.
But unequivocally, Michael Jordan could have gotten an MVP every year he played, maybe.
I mean, he should have. His team was number one every year. He was the best player every year. I mean, that was the criteria. But that's the opposite here.
Why?
Because Michael Jordan's team was number one every year. So somebody who went from seventh team to the second team, they say, "Oh, that's the big jump. He must be MVP." So,
Well, the one year he wasn't number one, the one year the Bulls wasn't the best team in the NBA, he still got it. This is the same thing. Joker the team wasn't number one in the NBA, but they giving it to him because he's the best player in the NBA.
Well,
what year was they not the best player?
Well, just to put it in context though, so we also, since we sitting here like we with this 65 game thing, right? Mm-hmm. You take that off the table. Mm-hmm. We're sitting here saying that Joel Embiid is the MVP of the NBA. It wouldn't even been close. Mm-hmm. Like if we having an honest conversation here, it wouldn't even been close. Like Joel would have ran away with that thing. Mm-hmm. So with us having an honest conversation, then that's like, yeah, Nicola's rebounds, assists, the assist puts him, but Joel averaged 6.5, 6 this year. So he was trying to implement that into his game this year, which shit.
It's just it's so weird that they use the assist to make a case, and then when a guard is rebounding, you don't make a case for that stat that player's doing, because then it becomes he's patenting his stats for rebounding, but you don't say he's patenting his stat for the assist, because you're using the assist as a valuable tool to put him over everybody. If you take that away, his double-double is a normal double-double for any big in the league.
Russell Westbrook. He got the MVP.
One time. He had 4 triple-doubles, and they said after the first one, you're padding your stats. They've rewarded Jokic 3 MVPs over almost getting these joints. Almost getting them, not getting them, almost. What happens if he averages a triple-double next year?
But let's talk.
He gets it.
Let's just talk metrics of a complete player. When you're talking about the best player, right? You're covering the board. If we're talking stats, you're talking about assists. How can the assist not merit or account for the actual voting? It's points, rebounds, assists, defensive presence, all of those different things.
And then why did they penalize Westbrook?
Like they penalized Russ for
But they rewarded him also.
Just once.
Once, twice, whatever. He did. He got rewarded.
How about this? Russell's stats every year that he averaged a triple-double is better than Jokic stats every time he won an MVP?
Who won the MVP when Russ didn't win it?
James Harden.
Okay.
One.
Would you say that James
Giannis,
Harden's numbers in his year, that year he won it, was outstanding?
Lucas. He did Luka.
Luka won MVP?
Nope.
No, that's what I'm saying. So when Russ didn't win it, who won it?
Luka. James Harden.
Luke, what you saying Luka for?
James Harden's stats is Luka stats. Just without the.
No, I'm
rebound.
asking you who won
James
MVP.
Harden.
So it's 3 times he averaged triple
James
double.
Harden, then what it would have been Giannis twice.
Giannis and James Harden won MVPs years that Russ was doing what he was doing.
Triple-double.
He actually won one year.
Yeah.
Right? So with Joker, seeing that no one's doing what he's doing, similar to Russell Westbrook's stats covering the board, and there's no one putting up numbers like James Harden's one.
Luka. I just keep saying it. Luka.
How much did James Harden average?
36.
36. Luka's not averaging 36.
No, he's averaging 30. Remember, his numbers, his totals is higher than James. James. He's number one that's ever been since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. No, since Wilt. Luka this year total everything was higher.
Points, rebounds, and assists together.
So
Was higher.
So you're saying that Luka's having the same type of year James Harden had in the
Actually,
MVP season?
statistically better.
I'm not talking about statistics. I'm talking about the year that
Yes.
James Harden had. So the 60-point games, the consecutive 40-point games, and all that stuff. Right? Same kind of year, right?
Yeah.
So you're saying Luka deserved it?
If we're going by what you're about to say, yeah.
So just to jump in, the year that Harden won the MVP, he averaged 30 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. The next year, he averaged 36.
And didn't get it.
Finished second. Next year, he averaged 34, finished third.
Damn.
Right. So for my metrics, I'm looking at it like,
Wait, what the hell?
I know. See,
What the
it's
hell?
confusing.
36 and
And then,
Doesn't
so he
get-
averaged jumped up 6 more points.
Doesn't get it.
He didn't get it.
doesn't get it because
so I came back better.
cover the board. So who won it when he got to 36?
Giannis.
Giannis. And that's why they
Giannis
was going,
covered.
when they was
That's
going
they B.
back- That's when
That's
they was
the B.
going back and forth. That's when they was
That's the
going back
B.
and forth, right?
Okay, now I
So
get the
Giannis
beef now.
averaged
Now I get the beef.
28, 13 rebounds, 6 assists that season.
28-13, 6.
His team won 60 games.
His
didn't
team
it?
won 60 games.
His team won 60
So the
games.
year Kobe averaged 35, did he get the
Eighth spot.
He didn't get the MVP?
No,
Eighth-
Steve Nash
team
did.
was 8th.
Right.
Steve Nash did.
So,
Hey, yo, the last
they've,
But that's what I'm
they've
saying.
been consistent about how they've given it out based on numbers. Just because your numbers and your scoring output is here, it doesn't translate to being the best player.
But-
it translates to being the best scorer. You're the best scorer
Okay, but
on
you-
the best team,
but-
but are you the best player? Joker seems to be the best player.
The best player, but he needs another player to help him win the game at the end when it counts. Right? We're not saying when we talk about Series 1, did anybody say, man, Joker dominated at the end of the game? Joker won this game. No, we all praised, damn, they got to do something about Murray at the end of the game. Damn, Murray's killing them. Pick and roll with Murray is killing them. Get the ball out of Murray's hand. No one ever said nothing about get the ball out of Joker's hand because he was hitting game winners. Right? Am I lying?
I don't know. I don't know who you be
You know what?
listening
You know,
I'm watching the game.
I don't know who you be. I don't know who them people is.
So your TV.
I just know that when I see the game, like if you're gonna give credit for Jamal Murray for just making a couple shots in the fourth quarter and take everything away from Joker, just because of that, that's crazy to me. Because he still put in work all season long consistently to get the numbers that he got. He
Yes.
put in crazy work. So
Yes.
just
we're not taking
just
the
to say, oh man, he needs this guy to do this. Like, what does that have to do with what we talking about? It has nothing to
They
do with
were
what we talking about.
expected to be where they were defending champs, yes? So they were coming into the season, they were expected to be first, second, at least, right? All season, right? That's what coming back defending champs not supposed to have any fall off.
Yeah, 5 starters returning. I'm saying the team was
So this is
similar.
what basketball says, sports says, right? Sports talk, us, locker room, everybody. And we got a team on the other hand who, if they would have been the 8th seed at the end of the season, Oklahoma City, we would have been like,
Yeah, that's
all right,
improvement.
Yeah, that's good,
yo,
right? But they exceeded that shit by leaps and bounds. And they have a clear-cut guy who led that charge. With no Robin.
No clear Robin, yeah.
No Robin. No clear like guy who's his number 2 who he can lean on when he ain't got it going. And but stats and all this, I don't give. But the most, like I said, the most 30 points game in the season since Michael Jordan. Number 1 seed. But it just, if we're going by that, then it just Denver was expected to be there. So what Nikola was doing is what he's been doing, and his team was first once, fifth, and then it just 10th.
But that goes back to my argument about Rudy. Rudy's consistency for being what he's being and getting the acknowledgement he's getting warrants this award over Wemby. Even just like Wemby is SGA at this point. It's like they're the same guy because they deserve it.
You can't
I'm
say
not
that.
saying they
That's
don't deserve it.
unfortunate.
But
No.
look, I'm just saying, but the longevity of the consistency of this guy and his numbers all season long warrants the award.
Okay,
because
so
because he's gotten
What
it the
about the year
same way
D-Rose got it?
before.
Okay, so what happens when they knock Wemby because his team was a loser?
Boo-boo.
What if they were number 1? Does he get the award?
If Wemby's team was number 1 this season,
If Wemby's team is number 1, does he get the award?
That changes all the metrics.
No.
Okay, so why is Shea being penalized for his team supposed to have been bad, but they are number 1?
When he's second-
We're not saying
Second or third in the league in scoring.
Uche?
we're pretending that Shea's team is not
think
actually
Giannis
the
might.
number 1 team, right? They are the so
In the West.
you supposed to be the king, right? And I'm in front of you. How are you getting rewarded for something? It's not like I average 22, I average 30.
Yeah, but that's cool.
And I'm number 1.
That's cool, averaging 30. And
I'm number 1.
The only thing we're saying is he had the most 30-point games since Michael Jordan. That's a
Yeah.
The second in the league in
What are we
scoring.
saying after that?
My team was
We're saying my team.
I'm the
number
youngest
one.
team
Giannis
ever.
two,
We're
Shea
the
three.
youngest team to ever do
first,
this,
Giannis two,
ever.
Shea 3.
Great.
Shea 3, right? Yeah.
I'm doing this assists. I'm doing these rebounds. I'm doing these points, and I'm leading my team. We're third.
Yo, they gave it to D-Rose.
Yeah, you're third. You were the champion. You're supposed to be 1.
Yeah,
You came in number 1.
We don't have to be number 1. We just got to win the championship again.
Well,
But it's
We
a
don't have to
regular
be
season-
number
It's a regular
one.
season award.
But see, that's the
It's a regular season award, though.
But it's like if we're just going to give the rankings, like where we're ranked and all that, so it's like why are we leaving Jason Tatum out? That's what my
I
thing is.
agree.
If we're
I agree with you. That's what we're agreeing with you.
You don't, bro. We just
we saying Thunder.
We agree with you.
Thunder first in the West, but
Like,
same
Jason
record
Tatum's
as
being
the
punished.
Lakers.
He's not even being
He's
considered.
being punished. He's being punished.
Yeah, but what's the difference between when D-Rose got
Definitely unfair.
it?
He ain't even in the conversation.
D-Rose was the same, like D-Rose averaged what, 23?
23.
Right? D-Rose averaged 23.
Number
and,
1.
And he was number 1 over LeBron and them, and LeBron had a hell of a year that year. So he's, 25? My bad, 25.
Did D Rose get hurt that next year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after the MVP
At the end of the season.
he got hurt.
At the end of the season.
So the question is, was he considered to be the MVP back to back? Or was that just 1 year he played great?
Because
He didn't?
He got hurt the next season.
The next
next
season.
season.
Got hurt the next season.
during Bron's run, the Cleveland run, like when they became who they were making the finals every year, and he went to Miami. That's when they were fucking with the votes, and
Yep.
because every year, like this dude was
Yeah, 04, 05. Yeah.
like,
Yep.
arguably hands down, like just doing things that nobody else could do and was putting their team in a position to do. So it could have been there every year. If you were just going by lead the team in points, rebounds. Well, I'm saying
Not
rebounds. Yeah, they had guys that rebounded the ball better at the time.
Guys.
Still, but consistently, 28-7-7, 29-7-7, 27-7-7. Like it's just consistent, and that's what every year. And his team was in position to win it every year.
I guess is the biggest part of is the way they're doing it makes us inconsistent in thinking. Because 1 year we're thinking, okay, it's the best, like, Jason Tatum should be up there, Shea, we know our 5.
Yeah.
We have our 5. It's just different than theirs. And then the next year, right, I guarantee what's going to happen is Denver's going to be number 1. They're going to win about 65 games, right? And then that is the MVP, and they're going to then give it to someone else and say, yeah, I know y'all was number 1 last year. You're number 2 this year, averaging the same numbers, but I'm going to give it to you. It makes it's like, how do you go into the season and really say, all right, this is my MVP year. Let me tap into my greatness. Let me play some team ball. We're going to be number 1. And you're like, nah, we're going to give it to team 5. And then the next year, I'm team 5, having a decent year, you give it to me. Like, how's this working? Like, it just give us the metrics so we can just all stop beating each other's head about it and then figure out.
Change the people that's voting, bro.
True.
So we asked the chat.
Change the people that's voting.
We asked the chat who deserved to win MVP. 25% said SGA, 75% said Jokic. Or reverse, yeah. 75% said SGA, 25% said Jokic. But we've been outspoken on this couch. Gil, you said it for a while now. The SGA deserves the MVP. One person who shares that belief is Shaq. Shaq let it be known during TNT's MVP announcement. We got having some. We got the audio fix. All right. Yeah. Well, basically, Shaq told Jokic, "You're best player in the world," but SGA deserved it. So I know we all saw it last night. Was Shaq out of pocket for telling Jokic that during his MVP announcement?
I personally think so. Like, I mean, it's TNT. He's, coming there to be congratulated, and you throw someone else's name into it. If that's me, I mean, I would have clicked the camera off and just said, all right, fuck off. Because, this is it. Right? You could have did that shit on your own big Shaq podcast, right? And then, let it go on there and then, but, I'm on it, right? So, you're telling me that I didn't deserve it. I didn't vote for my fucking self. Right? You know what I mean? I didn't vote. You know what I mean? Shit. And if I did have a vote, I would have voted for myself. So shit. But so I think it wasn't fair to, Jokic for him to do that. Personally.
Shit, Nicola might vote for somebody else.
Just
it seems like the type I don't want to deal with this shit.
Like, I don't want to deal with this shit, man. I'm gonna vote for somebody else. Like, give this shit to the next guy, man. I don't want to. Y'all can have this shit, man.
Yeah, he decided to just go out there and play, man. He's just playing. He ain't tripping.
So we talk SGA, amazing season, 30 points, 5.5 rebounds, career highs with 6.2 assists, 2 steals, which was tied for the top spot in the league, and a career high 53.5 field goal percentage while leading the Thunder to the top spot in the West. So we got this graphic that explains a little bit more just about how egregious the snub was. First player since 1967 to average 30 points per game on the #1 seed in the West, not win MVP. But when we look at it, are we really just mad that Joker's not being a victim of the same voter fatigue that we've seen other guys have to deal with? I mean, when you look at Joker's numbers, you look at SGA's numbers, I understand the back and forth, but Joker had a great season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Amazing season.
Yes.
Tied for the top spot in the West. Obviously, Thunder had the tiebreaker, but same amount of wins as SGA. But I think what we're all saying is that Thunder team was, 10th last year. They were coming into this season. Nobody, if you would have told us all last summer, Thunder going to be #1 in the West, we would have left. Or some of us.
Last year, who was the #1 team in the NBA?
Denver?
Denver?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Did Joker win the MVP last year?
No, Embiid did.
Okay. What are we talking about?
That's just
It should be four MVPs.
So-
Bucks were #1 team in the league.
4 MVPs.
No, because
Because they robbed Giannis. They robbed Giannis.
So Bucks were #1 team in the league. Celtics were #2 overall, and then Nuggets were #3 based on record. Or #4, excuse me, behind the Sixers, who were 54 and 28. So #4 team in the.
Hey, so the last-
So they were #4. So Sixers was in front of.
Sixers were in front of. So Sixers third in the East, third overall in the league, and the Nuggets were the fourth spot
okay.
overall.
So yeah, so they wasn't #1.
So the last 3 years have been all big men, huh? Getting MVPs?
You know what I think?
So we might be seeing something.
You know what I think the problem is? The problem is, it reminds me of Kawhi Leonard, where you have this guy who's playing great, right? We give them the flowers when they're playing great, but they don't do what they do to everybody else when that person is failing, right? If LeBron team doesn't win, we clearly blame LeBron, right? If Kobe team didn't win, we clearly blame, right? When a superstar who has a crown doesn't perform very well, we tell them they don't. For some reason with, Kawhi or Jokic, we don't give them, there's no backlash for his team not being #1, him not playing very well, in these last 2 games, we pretended it's not even happening. If this was LeBron team, this was the Lakers, I don't give a fuck how much LeBron could have had 40, we still blame him. Where is they're down 0-2, this is the MVP, what's the problem?
Because he ain't from
Because no, it ain't even that. Fucking Kawhi's from here, but he's saying Kawhi don't get the same treatment as so him and Kawhi. It's the
they're quiet?
It's the personalities.
Because they're so
Right?
quiet.
They're so quiet. They just show up and work. They show up and do their job, and people
Wake
leave them
their ass
alone.
up.
Like I'm saying, people leave them alone, right? But LeBron is on every commercial. He got a shoe out. He got this. The Kawhi wear New Balance, nigga. Ain't nobody. I'm just saying.
Jokic wears 360.
He wears 3.6. So Nike, it's an attention thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's easy for them. LeBron is low-hanging fruit, right? It's low-hanging fruit. Like, shit, Russ is low-hanging fruit. They popular, right? They are very popular, so it's easy for people to target them and to have more shit to pull from. There's more apples at the bottom of this tree for them to pull from when you out there.
Yeah.
When you quiet and you in your corner.
They don't know what to nitpick at.
But does it feel like Joker gets...
They don't know where to start.
Does Joker get a lot more leniency from the press? Because if LeBron was saying some of the same things as Joker was saying, it's just a day job, I don't even care.
Yeah, but that's how he came in.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah, but
that. Like everybody made a big deal about it's just basketball, right? If Nikola said it's just basketball, people be like,
But it's
he fucking mean it.
Circumstances, though.
Absolutely,
The
yes.
circumstances
Yeah.
of LeBron saying
it was
at
yeah.
down what?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
absolutely.
hey, Brian, you're not supposed to.
But if Nikola says it in that moment, people's like,
He should be. He should be.
But people like,
They won't.
that's just Nikola,
Yeah,
right?
that's
He's
consistent. He's consistent with his personality.
You know what's so funny? No matter what we say, I kind of understand. Because where he was picked, 41,
Yeah.
right? He's picked 41. The superstar, the importance in this, all this that's hanging on his shoulders, he don't have it.
Nope.
Right? And this is on a record. Being 41, 3-time MVP, they can probably argue that he is probably the best draft pick since Michael Jordan.
Probably fucking ever.
Yeah.
Could be ever, yeah.
For where he got drafted at?
Yeah, draft. Yeah,
Where he got drafted at?
Yeah, drafted 46. Like it's that is the case because a number 1 pick. The stats you have as a number 1 pick, you're supposed to have that.
It's
Jordan gets the edge because he was third. He gets a little bit third. But when you're the number 1 pick, you're supposed to play like this. Because he's 41, 3-time MVP, he probably is the best draft pick ever.
He was drafted during a Taco Bell commercial. I'm just saying, there wasn't even enough value. He didn't get the pomp and circumstance and the expectation.
Imagine his energy. Imagine the energy that you have to have. It's I'm not supposed to be here anyway. Like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Like, you either give it to me or not.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to be here. But the fact that you're going to give it to me because I'm putting in this work and it's obvious that my numbers speaks louder than everybody else's, regardless of anybody else having a miraculous season. SGA had a miraculous season. Great. But Joker sitting back like, man, this is nothing new to me. Your miraculous season is cakewalk to me. Y'all, his miraculous season is a bad season for me. Y'all like, hey, why you ain't doing more? His miraculous season is why you not doing more for me.
But as a guard, was SGA season like Russ, James, or like, D. Rose?
You can say it's better. Not it's better.
But it's not. I don't think it was loud enough though.
What I'm saying,
like you know what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying, it hit whatever category you try to use against him. It's hard. So it's not like he did this and his team is 5th, right? It's not like his team is 1, but he only averaged like 22, 23, right? He played like a superstar. He's the clutch player. He's the guy at the end. He's the youngest. His team is the youngest. So everything you try to use to put someone in front, he checks every single box.
Is it because he's in a small market?
I don't know.
I'm saying if he does this with that squad,
you gotta be.
Denver is
as a guard, you gotta be on some.
But Denver's already established. That's what I'm saying. They already won
You gotta
the
be on
last
some.
year.
You gotta be loud. Like I don't think he was loud enough.
Well, the Joker's not loud.
Brunson was loud.
Because
but that's Joker's personality. But
New York,
you know, Shea
right?
coming in with the
Shea
clothes
doing that in
on,
New
like
York is
it got to be a little more louder. I don't know.
All right, but
very,
let's
very loud.
Like
we
they give
can
it
do-
to Ja Morant. If
Billboard
Ja did that in
stats,
Memphis,
all that.
they would have given
If
it to Ja.
Ja did that in
Like-
Memphis, they would have gave it to
Yeah,
him.
but
Wait,
Ja
wait.
personality is rah, is loud.
Because he would have been on Sports Center a lot. I mean, it's just one of those
I
things
think it's
where
just
we're-
different.
We're just so confused because I just don't know. Where's the upside? Like if you're Jason Tatum, like what
What do I have to do?
What do I have to do? Like, how many times you're penalizing me for being number one? So I guess next season I got to go to 8, right? I got to go to 8.
and average
To
40.
then come back to motherfucking first place. Be like, oh my God, it's a great ass year. And you're like, motherfucker.
And I don't think anybody on this couch is saying Tatum should have won MVP, but it is surprising to see him finish 6th with personal. And as good as that Celtics team is,
You just it's a bad, like you penalize especially a Kobe, but you penalize Kobe for using his stats, but you're using stats to say Jokic wins. Oh, he's the most efficient. Oh, look at his passing and give us a fucking book so we can look at it, motherfucker. Like, stop these fucking erasable books y'all have. Like, 1 year is this. I'm like, oh yeah. Then you try to get back to them. Like, oh, this paragraph is erased. Fuck.
I think that's the difference when you say compare.
Google Doc.
When you compare the two, right?
It's a Google Doc.
it's a live doc. Yeah.
You compare SGA and Joker's numbers. Who had the better numbers?
Who has the better numbers? To what? The year before themselves?
This year. This year's numbers, who has the better numbers?
Luka.
Between those two,
Between SGA and Joker.
who has the better numbers? Joker clearly has the better.
Yeah, I would say
What is
Joker.
his totals?
26, 13, and 9, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is his totals?
So 26, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, 25 triple doubles,
Across the board.
58% from the field.
So what is the totals for
You can't fight it.
That's what I think they
48.
You can't fight it, but
So total all the points, rebounds, assists together,
look at the fact the team was supposed to be there.
38.8,
I'll put that in the-
47.8.
I weighed
points,
that.
rebounds, assists together.
Like, but they
that.
didn't, so, but.
They not even supposed to.
But it's not
SGA
strong. It's
around
not a stronger
41
case
with his
because
combined.
Joker's number 3.
How much?
You know what I'm saying? So it's 1-3, and then you put the numbers in, and you're like, all right, here are the numbers, here's the ranking. Who's the better player?
And like every team was like what, like 0.5.
Okay, so
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
was-
So what happens if Jokic does the same exact numbers next year and now his team is first?
What you mean? What happened?
Do you give it to him again?
Depends on who's up there with him.
Why does it matter?
Because there could be a number 3 team like he is this year that's having similar numbers. Like if it was Giannis. If Giannis' number stays the same and he's number 2 or number 3,
He wasn't even
it's
in
a
the category.
consideration.
Right,
He was.
He finished
Giannis
fourth,
was
right?
third.
Fourth?
Yeah, fourth.
So Giannis, so basically, if everybody plays the same exact let's just.
Giannis had a historic season too, so let's not.
That's why he was
you know what I mean?
considered.
Which is
That's why
wild.
If everybody plays the same next year, same thing, he should be able to get it again. It's like every MVP is the motherfucker who got fucked the year before. That's what this MVP is. Whoever got fucked the year before, they get the MVP the next year. So Shea or Tatum is gonna get next year because they got fucked this year. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be Embiid. But it's just weird because it's like we got Embiid coming back healthy.
If you're
Shit.
in the conversation, I think that's a fair statement. So if you look at Embiid, the year Joker won it, he was in the conversation. It was between them two. Gave it to
Who,
Joker.
the year?
The year Joker won it before Embiid.
Yep, should've
It was
been.
them two, right? Then the next year they gave it to Embiid.
Yep.
Because he was still in the conversation. This year, Joker's still in the conversation. We gave it to him last year. So now if SGA can bring himself back to be in the conversation again, I think he gets it.
That's yeah.
I think he gets it.
But let's
Reward me for what I'm doing.
They're going to be in the top 3 again next year.
So let's talk about. I mean, we could debate about who deserved it, but Joker won it. It's the 9th player in NBA history to win the MVP 3 or more times, joining Kareem, MJ, Bill Russell, LeBron, Wilt, Moses Malone, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson. It's also the first center in 6 decades to win 3 MVPs in 4 seasons. Last to do it was Kareem from 1974 to 77. So what is winning? Huh? Oh, I thought. Cap. I was like, wait, I ain't lying. I'm telling you.
That's some hardwood.
Kareem's nickname. My bad. I'm messing up. What does winning 3 MVPs mean for Joker's legacy and his standing amongst the league's all-time greats?
Shit, we just going by the awards and shit.
How about this? that 9 list that 9 you have, where does he rank on the list?
Obviously, his career's still going, Gil.
9.
9? So, you know, because I was going to do that. Oh, he's the worst player in the last 40 years to win 3 MVPs.
So I'll read the list again. Kareem, MJ, Bill Russell, LeBron, Wilt, Moses Malone, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson.
23.
But if I use 40 years, right, it's only Magic, Jordan, LeBron, Bird, and him. Right? Either way, he goes 5th. Right.
5th or 9th.
5th or 9th, right.
Right
But if
now.
you
Right now.
But if you use worse,
Because he only got one.
The media takes
He only got one championship, so it's.
But 9 seasons, all those other gentlemen's careers are complete. He's still
Absolutely.
got the
That's what I
potential,
said.
you know.
Yeah.
So
To
we're
win
looking
more
at it right now, but he's still a ...
Yeah.
LeBron, you're 22. You're
the last player to win.
And he got multiple championships.
The last player to win MVP in Boston was Larry Bird still.
yeah, they're not giving MVP to nobody in Boston.
Ever.
They like they anti themselves.
So,
Because Boston is a big media, so you want them to, there's a certain, like the past, there's certain cities that when their team is doing great, they're pushing that narrative.
Right.
Right? It's like, where was the New York media at the beginning? Like what they're doing right now, that should have started along. That media buzz should have been, Rudy did something great. And I got to thank Rudy for it because I was doing it then. I don't know if anybody ever caught this. You know he gives gift baskets to all the voters before? He sends them a box. Has like little items in it. He sends it to all the voters during voting time.
I did that shit my rookie year.
Yeah, it's smart. It's smart as shit, yo.
Where'd you send them?
I don't fucking remember.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
He said,
I don't remember what it was. I sent something, still didn't get the damn award.
yeah, so
Did you ask for it back? Y'all got to give me my shit.
No, because I got hurt, so it was.
yeah, so when it comes to just like New York media, it's like, you know, there's just certain things that when that guy's going, you're pushing it. Like when Derrick Rose was playing, Chicago was pushing MVP. They were doing it. So it's like, it's crazy that Boston's, those beat writers are not just like out loud with it.
They hating or they just don't care?
They don't believe in the moment.
I don't know if they
Or you
want
think they need a
Damn.
champion? I think they need a championship.
I don't know if they want the MVP on that motherfucker for real.
Why? Why though? Just keep it the way it is?
Yeah. The same reason that the same reason that Giannis didn't get his 3rd one, right? Because Bird is the only one, right? Same reason, you know, Jordan didn't get it, because Bird is the only one. Same reason that Jokic didn't get his 3rd in a row. It's all one person all this is being switched. These 3 MVPs in a row is being manipulated because of
Bird.
Because of Bird's name.
Let me ask you a question. Is it easy to get 30 points in the NBA?
Hell,
30 points?
Right now?
No.
As far as like scoring wise,
Right
like
now, average?
just not even
No.
right now, just as Hooper's getting 30 points.
No.
Because remember you were saying like Shea's gonna get 30 points on the dot, right? To me, he's figured out a formula to get that, right? So if it's not playing out of his mind to get that 30, he's just averaging 30. And I think that's what we've seen in OKC. He's averaging 30. He gets his numbers, and it ain't in a spectacular
Averaging
fashion.
30.
He averaged more last year.
It's hard to average.
That's what I'm saying.
To average it, yeah.
But I say it was harder in your era than it is now with the inflation and scoring, though. So
And
it's 30
everybody
still
can-
the same
and
30. I
everybody
get
can
it.
do it.
And you could get 50, and you can get 60 or 45 on a consistent basis, and it fluctuates your point totals, right? And you going up, right? So with SGA having this consistent 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, but it's not a 45 in the garden and to bring you. He's not having spectacular performances.
It's like
And that's what you were saying.
like them when D Rose was having them games under 5 minutes, hitting game winners. Like that shit was just special.
So-
then he had Adidas behind him. I think it's the marketing.
Is it the Oklahoma City thing? I feel that's
it's the market, bro.
like Denver small market too, Kenyon, like you said, but Denver won the chip last year.
Right,
So people care. Like, you know.
And he got MVP already.
And so what I'm saying, and I'm
I
just
don't know.
alluding to when you watch, if Tatum averages 33 and he's playing out of his mind in Boston, we have to say, bro, he had an MVP type year this year. Like Embiid, he was playing out of his mind the beginning of the year. We like, yo, it's 33 a game, 35 a game. Like,
But that's what I said, it's the optics. But Jokic don't play the optics.
And he's not, and he has it, but his consistency, just like SGA's, it's just the numbers are better.
It's just one of those things, man. If we go into a fight, right, and you supposed to whoop my ass, that's like it's a 500-1, right? David Haney versus Garcia. Garcia's supposed to get his ass whooped. Garcia wins the fight, but you keep the belt and you get the win. Like how? You were supposed to demolish me. You were supposed to get rid of me, dog, and I won. Demolish.
Demolish is been added to the
You're
guild.
supposed to demolish. So you're supposed to demolish me, but you didn't. Right? You didn't do your job, and you don't want to reward me for doing mine. That's the issue here. Right? His job is the champion guy, whoever is the champion, comes into the next season and they act like it. Every other champion did. When Golden State won a championship, they came back dominated. There wasn't even it wasn't close. Yeah. Cleveland won, they came back and dominated the East. Lakers back to back, they dominated the following year. San Antonio, there was no fall off. There was no going from first champions MVP to my team is third or second. They dominate. This is the only, like, how are we, the reason I'm saying this is it's never happened ever in history. A guy whose record is 10th in the NBA was never no MVP. Unless he had a historic year. Triple a triple double, not an almost triple double, an actual triple double, right? 31, 11, and 11. Not an accident, and then you start using formulas that doesn't even exist, right? When Michael Jordan was 7th, his team was 7th, the record, it was the 88 year where he swept every award. He won every regular season award. What award did Jokic win any of these? 10th, 5th, like 3rd? Like this is 10th, 5th, 3rd when everybody is having trouble winning it when they're 1 with great numbers. It's just, it's weird. You're making up.
But it's like Floyd Mayweather, right? And in boxing, if you want to beat the champ, you have to knock the champ out. Floyd knows that if I go 12 and I keep the fight close, I'm going to favor. It's going to go in my favor because I'm the champ. And if you're going to beat me, you have to destroy me. So if we're going to go to the scorecards at the end of the fight and you taking the champion, undisputed, undefeated, to the distance, it's a good fight. No, it's a great fight. You put up your numbers. You might have way better numbers than mine. But when they raise that hand and still, it's because you didn't knock him out. Okay. You didn't make it an undeniable
more
sweep.
Punches, percentages higher.
All that shit.
In every round.
Great.
It over. I got 50, you got 48, and they give it to you.
I'm the champ. You got to knock me out. Because then the numbers are not going to show that I controlled the ring, that I ducked a lot of your punches. You didn't get a lot of clean power punches. You did get, you landed some, but they wasn't effective. My face is still pretty. I'm still the pretty nigga, right? Yeah, you had a good fight, though. You had a good fight. But I'm still pretty boy Floyd. Yeah. I still landed what I needed to land it to get the fight done. And that's how the boxers look at it when you talk about, I mean, I didn't fight the best fight, but we came out with the victory. Because he did not take care of what he needed to do. He needed to knock me out.
But you didn't take care of it being the champ.
I won.
Right, that's something
I lasted.
If I was fighting.
I gave it to you, you didn't do enough.
But you laughed because you the champ. You don't have to do too much. You the champ. He has to prove that he's better than me. Going the distance, you got to prove you're better than me.
Unfortunate.
Taking me to distance,
that's everything in life. I get that. The reason I get that is this: when
y'all disagree?
No, we always agree. You just got to listen to it.
Yeah. I'm just saying
when it was going into my second, I was going into my second year, right? And I remember having a discussion. I just finished the season being a starter, and Golden State is saying we're looking for a point guard, and this is when Jason Williams was coming. And they're like, if we get the top 2 picks, we're going after Jay Will, right? If they got the number 1 pick, they wasn't picking Yao Ming because they got centers. So they're going after Jay Will.
12 of them.
Right?
Y'all had 12 of them.
Well, yeah, I know. Right? Because of Shaquille O'Neal. So I was like, I said, is he going to be starting? It was like, yeah, he's the number 1 or number 2 pick. I was like, but what if I beat him out? What if he can't beat me in practice? It was like, he's the number 1 pick. He's starting. I said, okay, cool, I get it, he's number 1. What if he can't beat me out? They said, unless he gets hurt, unless we have a game going to 100 and the score was 80-10, he's starting. You make $300,000, right? We're not putting the number 1 pick on the bench for a dude who makes $300,000. We don't care how you're playing this game. We don't give a fuck if you come off the bench and you average 20 and he averages 5. You're not starting. And that right there, just the thought of that put so much anger into my brain. I hated the dude. Like, if you listen to him, we had beef. He didn't even know there was beef coming. So I understand that concept where you have to beat the dude out and still probably don't even have that. Mm-hmm. So from that standpoint, I get it.
You got to knock him out.
He would have had to be Luka with the number 1 pick, with the number 1 team.
Numbers Luka has.
That's knocking him out.
Yeah, that's knocking him out. Yeah, okay, I get it.
So that we would consider Luka, if he had a better record, having a better chance of winning MVP.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. All right, well, let's keep this thing moving. Congrats to Jokic on winning his 3rd MVP on behalf of Gills Arena. But sharing, we got him some love, we got him some praise. You know, we had an open basketball discussion.
With all due respect.
With all due respect. Joke, if you're ever in town, come pull up to the arena and discuss it for yourself. Or we'll come to Serbia. We can come to you.
It does make me laugh, though. It does make me laugh because you can't hate him.
No.
Right? Because that's the thing. It kind of feels bad to say he doesn't deserve it because he's so quiet. He just plays the game. And he's a 2nd-round pick. So it's like,
he's like, I don't give a fuck.
Like, at this point, there's you know what makes
Giddy up.
You know what makes it even like worse? Because he's a 2nd-round pick, you didn't expect shit from me. I'm a 3-time MVP, should be 4-time MVP. My career was made when I made the All-Star game.
Facts.
I did everything I needed to do when I made the All-Star. All this shit is just extra on the top.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck where you put me in history, but you gotta put me.
You have to put me something.
You gotta put me in history no matter what. And that seems like that's what like irks people. Because coming from where him is, it's one of those arguments where I came from the ghetto, dog.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's
I came from the ghetto, so, making $1 million, making $300,000, getting into the NBA, I done got my mama out of the hood, I'm good. Everything else is just candy on top.
Okay, well, shout out Jokic.
I get it.
See if you can avoid this week, brother man. So let's move to the East.
It just be dirt in the Winsky. I mean, it ain't gonna do nothing.
They got 0-2. If they was up 2-0, I say, hey, you got another chip coming. We are very transparent here on Gills Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoop, whoop. So Pacers and Knicks met in the Garden for Game 2 Wednesday night with the Knicks up 1-0 in the series. Jalen Brunson gave Knicks fans another legendary performance to help the Knicks get another big win. So, Brunson was cooking in the first quarter, but a scary moment for the Knicks as he tweaked his foot with a little over 3 minutes remaining, left the game. Brunson didn't play in the second quarter, but returned for the third. With the Knicks down 10 and gave another legendary performance. In his absence, though, Pacers took advantage.
Yeah. Cheering like they paying him.
That was having to
Yes,
okay.
Every bucket.
So Pacers took advantage. Tyrese Halliburton was doing his thing. The Pacers were up 10 at halftime without Brunson. Obviously, Knicks fans concerned with his status and whether or not he would return. But he did come back in the third quarter. Knicks started third quarter on a 27-8 run, outscored the Pacers 36-18 in the quarter. Brunson played the entire second half, scoring 24 of his 29 points in the final 2 quarters, including 14 in the fourth quarter. He got me on camera. He also had 5 assists and 3 steals, and it was a team leading plus 26 in the game. OG Anunoby was balling with 28 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, but left the game in the third quarter with a hamstring injury. Did not return. It's a lot more concerning. Obviously, for the Knicks, Dante DiVincenzo had another big game with 28 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 10 for 20 from the field, 6 for 12 from 3. Josh Hart played the entire game again, finished with 19 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists. And Isaiah Hartenstein had 14 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. Tyrese Halliburton had his best game of the playoffs, pacing the Pacers with 34 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds, but it wasn't enough.
Nigga, too small, man.
Bro,
Too
that's
small.
tough.
Too little.
First team, all NBA.
It's like you guarding him. Too small.
Nah, first team, all NBA.
He said no.
You gonna have to see me on out there because I'm going full speed. Start on his ass.
Did you see he pushing through him.
Did you see that nigga? Just think about it.
Yeah, he pushing through him.
No,
Nah.
Anybody 6'6" and under is too small to guard.
small.
Yeah. Like he going because he's perfected. Like
We were going to talk about it. There may be one person who may be the Pacers' best option that
yeah, he could
is a little guy. No, he's playing.
He played, but
he ain't going to stop him, but you might try to slow him down. So Knicks now take a 2-0 series lead with the Pacers headed back home for Game 3 on Friday. Brunson's foot injury snapped his streak of 4 straight 40-point playoff games, but just watching him, everything he's done, how impressive was Jalen Brunson's Game 2 performance playing through this foot injury?
I mean, just his performance in the playoffs and, second half of the season. I mean, just willing his team to wins is just amazing. All three of them. I mean, when you're talking about the Nova guards, all three of them coming in and just like put in New York, like they're competing with one of the best New York teams ever, with not having all those superstars that the team that's probably in front of them had. So just to really be a team and then being led by Brunson is just amazing in itself. And, you can see his impact when he's on the floor and off the floor, right? They're up 11 when he went down, and then him being down, they went down 11, and when he came back, him coming back.
Yeah.
Everyone stood up, the crowd goes crazy, the team feels that energy. It's like this man is literally Superman of New York right now.
Comparing it to Willis Reed's legendary moment, that's what it felt like for Knicks fans. Yeah. With Reggie Miller in the Garden as well, calling the game for TNT. So
he's been the best.
It was
player.
a lot going on.
So he's been the best player in the playoffs to me. So far. Like he's been the best. Like he's put New York on his back. I still got him first team on NBA, especially him coming in 5th.
Yeah, he finished 5th in MVP voting.
So
I think the leadership aspect of what he brings to the floor is what we seen last night, right? When you got a good team and your leader goes down, the one thing you do as a team is you say, let's keep it together as long as we can. We don't know if he's gonna come back or not, but let's just keep the game in a reasonable distance. So it went down, 12? 11?
They went 12 in the third quarter. They were down 10 at halftime. Pacers scored the first bucket of the third quarter. They were down 12, and then they went on that run.
He came in for the half.
He came in he played the entire second half.
The whole second half. So think about that energy when you're down 10, the conversation in the locker room, when he's like, nah, I'm going to play. Don't even worry about it. So for them, it's like, I think New York wins that. That's an even battle, being down 10, a reasonable deficit. Just thinking if they was down 20, the game's out of reach. Even if Brunson comes back, Indiana, if they play it right, they can win the game because they're up 20. But up 10 with Brunson, we get some stops, we play some defense. Think about the second chance points. Yeah. That's one thing a good team does is they play hard all the fucking time. And if the other team don't box out, which I'm so confused how still NBA teams don't box out, and they get all these second chance points in the second half to bring them back. It's like, what are we doing? This is a team that wants it more. And the New York energy granted that. It's like, we in New York, we in the Garden. Let's show them what this shit is about. Yeah. Let's play fucking hard. Josh Hart out there blocking shots, fucking diving on loose ball. DiVincenzo showing up. Think about Anunoby. If he don't get hurt, he had 28 in the third. He going for 35.
Yeah. Shit, like Yo said, when New York is happy, it's good luck trying to win.
He held it down when Jalen Brunson was in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so when Jalen came back and then he went down, Jalen had it going by then, so.
Yep.
Did you like, I don't know if they did that when you was there. New York fans ain't got no control on that sideline. That looks like Rucker Park. If you really start looking at it,
started to feel that way.
It started to feel like you talking about everybody standing, it was close, like Spike Lee. You got regular fans right behind Spike. What's happening? Right behind the bench, like isn't there this distance? There's like these, like the cameraman, right?
Oh yeah.
There was dudes on the in front of the cameraman talking trash.
That was Steph.
Yeah, that was Steph.
I mean, I was watching the game.
That was Marbury?
Marbury looked like he was about to run on the court a few times.
That was him? Oh, that was Steph?
Yeah.
Oh, get it in, ball, man. He did.
A few times looked like he was about to run on the court.
Steph cheering like they paying him.
For sure.
Like
He probably just happy, man. Like,
We're from New York, but they got all the former players there. But Steph has been the most consistently. Him and John Stark's been the hypest.
But you know what I mean? That is just great. Like, that's how every arena should feel in the playoffs. Right? When you're talking about home court advantage, God damn it, that's home court advantage.
Yeah.
Right? Where it's like when people, that's why when people are like, yeah, I'm kicking this fan out. How you gonna kick my fan out my arena? I'm gonna have a band. If you don't get your ass back to Phoenix.
Well, guess what? You think it was rowdy in the Garden. When they go back to Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if y'all played in the playoff game in that thing yet. They right on top of you. It's a field. Y'all know that it's a field house.
Field house.
Hey, man. Yes.
They drop,
It's gonna be loud. And
they dropping boy a whole bunch in there, huh?
It's gonna be
boy. Oh yeah, you're right, because that was the yeah, you're right. Oh, they ruthless over there. That was a regular season when they were doing that in Indiana.
So it's going.
And it's New York.
When I was with the Knicks, we
Bring
played
it
Indiana
out.
in the playoffs
New
as well.
York.
Oh, you played there?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
From experience.
Okay.
Oh, you were in the 2013?
Yes.
Yeah, that 2013
I
game.
was there. And I played with Indiana with Reggie and J.O. when I was with the Nets.
Yeah.
Played them in the playoffs when it was 5 games.
You might see a noose out that motherfucker, huh? Right? You might. That's a place that might drop one of them.
All right.
Them in Boston. You might have a noose on my goddamn locker.
It's gonna be loud in that joint. Rocking.
Yeah.
So a little bit more about Brunson. Game 2, Brunson surpassed Carmelo Anthony on the Knicks all-time playoff scoring list.
Damn.
His current average of 31.1 points per game is the most in Knicks history. When you look at this dude, is Brunson the king of New York?
Wait, say it again?
So 31.1 points per game currently is the highest scoring average in Knicks history.
And where's he at?
Huh?
Where's he at?
What do you mean?
Brunson.
That's him.
Okay, what
He
is
just passed Melo.
What is Melo?
Melo is total points.
Oh, total. Okay.
So Melo, 21 playoff games with the Knicks. Brunson has 19 so far, just passed him in this past game. But is Brunson the king of New York now?
Okay.
Currently, just current.
Oh, okay. So currently, like the biggest name in New York City. We can say he just hot. For sure, the hottest name. I mean, you got rappers and all that stuff.
Well,
hottest name in New York right now.
This is the thing. We talking about New York City here. Let him play bad for 3 games.
You don't think he's earned this? You don't think he's earned it?
Let him play bad for 3 games.
So he gets 1 and 2. He got a 1 and 2 game cushion.
They gonna be on back page, nigga.
Where's Brunson?
Where's Waldo's and shit with a hat on? There's gonna be some. We talking about New York here. Right now, absolutely, he's up here. But you know how they go.
Yeah.
But consistently, the way he plays, they love him. But you know how they gon'.
Yeah, they go.
When they see him on the street, they ain't gonna mess. They gonna, hey, brother. But when they're in the arena, it's a different story. You're gonna love him walking down the street because of how he plays. But you go on a 3-game skid.
And then, like, he's the player that it seems like he reminds them of the glory days of New York.
Yeah.
That grinded out player.
Yeah, that's how they play. Josh Hart, Josh Hart gonna
Josh Hart, too.
love.
It's just hot. It's just, it's
Because how he play.
90s. Like,
Who would be bigger than him right now?
in New York?
In New York, just itself.
Brunson?
Yeah, just the person, just person.
Like Ice Spice, probably.
Ice Spice?
Ice Spice, yeah.
Ice Spice, Nigga, Joe Buttons, one of them, right? That's it?
Judge, that's it.
Kendrick, maybe.
One of them Yankees.
Probably.
Shit, Kendrick, right? Actually, Kendrick.
Probably
He moved to
Joe.
Brooklyn. Kendrick the hottest in New York right now. He moved to Brooklyn.
Stop it.
I mean, he did move to New York.
Is it because he's living the bachelor?
He did move to New York, but he don't claim. But he ain't out there claiming that he's.
Would be a
No, I know.
LA.
He got called out that he was in New York.
Would be somebody from LA to say that.
Nobody knew he was in New York.
You know, a little bit.
So
He in Brooklyn with all his ice on. He not worried.
But I'll say Brunson.
Right now,
is
yeah,
the
of
king
course.
right now.
You know, he
I mean, he got his billboard in.
You know how this in New York right now?
It's just been a while since I feel like we've seen Knicks fans this locked in. Like y'all saying, we got all the former players at the game, all the celebrities. It's just a star-studded event, and he's delivering after game after game.
No, he's playing out. Listen,
Like,
But trust me, they got to go on the road and play.
And look, if
right?
Yeah.
So they can go back and it'd be 2-2, and it's like, so let's.
But we know Brunson gonna be playing well. Hey, listen, if what year is he on this contract? The second year, right? Is 2 more?
Yeah. Extend them now.
so he's got one more season, then player option in 25.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah,
If I'm them, him and his daddy ain't doing it though. You're not gonna extend me for the 12.5, right? You ain't gonna extend me for the 12.5 because I know I'm gonna make all team.
He make an all NBA team.
All NBA team, and I know I'm gonna be a max, super max.
First.
Right, so it's gonna be hard to keep him out of that 300 million category.
He came fifth in MVP voting.
It's very possible.
These people.
I know.
Which is why same voters for MVP vote for all NBA.
Can win Defensive Player of the Year and not be on the all defensive team. So let's.
I think Brunson makes an all NBA team.
First team all defense, and the dude on second team all defense won Defensive Player of the Year.
Like, so it don't. So trust me.
Yeah.
So it don't.
So you think he's gonna make an all NBA team?
He will make all NBA.
That's what I said.
Him
People
making
vote,
first
man. They don't
team,
want some shit to be.
I hear where he finished in MVP, but him making
They
first
screwed.
team,
They screwed
he's
up
there.
history, dog. It's just, that's why it's so
close.
But that's why it's hard to
Definitely.
argue.
Trust me.
That's why it's hard to argue with like awards, because we can see it in real time. Like you're screwing players in real time, right? A second team all defensive guy, second team wins Defensive Player of the Year over the guy whose second was one. And me, if I'm Marcus Gasol, I'm like, well, the biggest tragedy is I won the MVP, I won the Defensive Player of the Year. You put me on second team, motherfucker. Like, that would be my argument, right? But make it make sense, because you forget LeBron, you're screwing me then, right? I'm Defensive Player of the Year, and then on my resume it has second team. Make it right. Give me first team, right? I got the trophy. Make it first team, right? Little things like that, like. Forget LeBron, it's Gasol. Gasol has a second team all defense when it should have been a first team. So you're screwing him.
Let me ask you this. Who's better? Brunson or SGA?
Who's better?
At this very moment?
God damn.
And the same thing is they both is skilled at the same thing. That midi,
and they both got the same type of
that
score.
midi game. I'm
going with the 6'7" guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with SGA.
I'm gonna go with the 6'7".
I'm going with Brunson, lefty.
Of course,
Oh, yeah, of course
it's
you're
not a
lefty.
bad pick here.
It's not.
It's
We
not a
don't
bad-
lose here.
It's not a bad pick here.
I'm going with that too. I'm going with Brunson, but I want to ask, why?
The 6'7" guy.
Just because he's taller?
Yeah.
Six.
Yeah. Can't teach height.
The reason is 6'7", and they are doing the same.
They're doing the exact same thing.
They're both doing the
they?
same thing.
Yes.
Are they?
They're both mid-range guys. who
Bumping
use
you,
they-
getting
they're
you off of
they're a
you.
clone. They're clone. The way they play the game, one is
Manipulating,
right-handed, one is
foul
left.
me.
But they're cloning of each other.
Yeah.
They're beat.
This would have been my
make big
fifth,
shots.
This would have been my fifth 40-point game.
I make big
Straight.
shots.
I mean, yeah.
This would have been my fifth 40-point game.
But Shea got more pieces on the
We
team.
swept Phoenix. We about
They got better pieces.
Swept the Pelicans,
The shed that point.
Swept the Pelicans.
But when you're talking about the style,
Minnesota.
they're mid-ranging the hell out of everybody.
I ain't even talking about the style. I'm just saying who's the better player.
If you're basing it on this postseason, I would go with Brunson, but that's no knock to SGA.
At all.
But just
That's
with
why I'm
Brunson,
raising
the other way.
The reason I'm raising
What
this
is
question
SGA
is,
average?
That's why I say you can't go wrong with either one.
but the reason I'm raising this question is because first team All NBA, if Brunson makes first team,
Gonna be tough for him too.
it's SGA or Brunson.
No, first team is already done.
Positionless.
That vote was already voted.
it's positionless though. This
There's
year.
gonna
so they
probably-
both can make it.
Oh, so they both can make it.
Yeah.
But
All right, but
Remember, it's
who doesn't make it?
SGA made it last year, correct?
I don't think
No, I'm
Brunson.
saying if they both make
SGA
it,
made it last
who's
year, right? He
bumped
gonna
off?
make it again.
Yeah,
SGA made it last year. He gonna make it again.
So who's bumped off if they both make it though?
Tatum.
No, but
Tatum or Ant-Man.
Anthony Edwards is gonna make first team All NBA.
You
So
think?
Tatum doesn't make it.
Jason Tatum don't make first team All
so
NBA.
He
you
don't make
he
first
don't make
team.
first team
He
All
don't.
NBA.
Brunson's in there.
Well, based on how the MVP voting played
That's
out,
what I'm saying. How the MVP voting is top
SGA.
5 in that, but you're not top
same
5.
voters, right? If I'm not
You gonna put
mistaken.
Ant-Man in the first team?
Yes. I'm
How
just
you
saying-
top? But how you top 5 in MVP
Yeah.
voting, but then you're not top 5 in all
Hey,
NBA?
so it's
That don't make.
Luka,
The MVP vote should just be top
Shea.
15, and that's what it is now.
Luka, Shea.
Nikola.
Nikola. See?
Anthony Edwards,
And what about Giannis?
Giannis.
And Brunson.
Oh, you put Giannis?
First team All-NBA? Yes. He averaged 30, 12, and fucking 7. Yes, absolutely.
60% from the field.
6% from the field,
But
absolutely.
you got to remember that.
Yeah, 34 is
Remember
first
the end of the season, they went 17 and 20.
But still, his numbers is his numbers.
So Tatum gets screwed being the best team all.
Yes, once again.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I
he makes
think
second team
Giannis
All-NBA.
gets screwed because
him and Jalen
Brunson-
both make second team.
Because
Giannis
Brunson
gonna get it.
has been doing what
him
he's
and
doing.
Jalen both make second team.
So with the All-NBA team being positionless,
just saying.
Brandon, you said this a second ago, but why isn't it just
unfortunate.
the MVP voting results now? Whoever finishes
Yeah.
top 15 in MVP voting, that's your All-NBA shit.
If I'm putting
It should be that way.
That's what we would do.
I'm top 5 in
That's
MVP.
what we would do it.
I'm first team. I'm first team.
That's in your brain.
But then, then there's this.
But the voters has proved us that they don't think logically.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. But
But then
I'm-
there's some
I'm
shit
looking
like
at it
this.
like, I
Well,
gotta
I
be
only
top.
voted for him because I didn't want him. Shit.
I didn't
Shit,
mean
I was
it.
tired.
I mean that's why they be acting.
Yeah.
So
Like,
who
if
was
you
that
look-
top 5 MVP
Because-
voting? The top 5 was who?
Somebody gets Embiid's spot.
But if you look at the list, if you look at the
Exactly.
voting list, the 100, there's not even people in this country. Like, what games y'all watching?
That's voting. It's 100 voters.
They have cable. They have cable all over.
Like, hey, shit, we got a whole crew of ESPN, TNT that don't watch games every day. You think somebody from Canada watching motherfucking Lakers, etc.? Yeah, they watching Toronto, and when you come to their city, how you play is all they remember. But they're not sitting on there with TV screens watching everybody. Right? They need to shorten the list, to be honest. They need to shorten the list probably about 20 people. 10 to 20 people. You can't, there's 4 of us and we can't give you a goddamn, there won't be a 3-on-1 in this. So let alone having 100 people who don't even watch basketball. You can't even get basketball players to fix it. How are we basketball players watching in real time telling you this person when, like, these are our lists and your list is totally different, but we watch the most games.
Well, we just got to be logical about the assessment, right? Like, there's the eye test, there's the numbers game, and then there's the record, right? So when you're doing all 3 of those, you're like, at some point, what are we assessing? You say, for us, it's what makes us feel comfortable saying that these people are the top 5 players in the NBA. The top 5. MVP voting say, all right, these are the top 5 guys in the voting. How are these not the first 5 in the All NBA? How does it not make sense?
Do they show the people who's voting? Like, do we know these people?
yeah,
Like
we'll see
the
the
names
list.
and everybody? Like,
Names, addresses.
Oh, bro, that shit ain't no rhyme or reason, man.
yeah.
So, but
and we can't get a vote?
Gil had to take a short intermission, but for the rest of you gentlemen on the couch, how concerning is Brunson's foot injury, and how much caution should the Knicks take with him for the rest of the series?
No.
Keep him going.
They can't afford to take caution. I understand it, but they can't afford it. If he's hurt, he's hurt. If he can't play, I get it. Don't push him if he can't go. I'm not saying put him out there and he's going to risk further injury, or if it's a mild something, it can potentially be worse.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that at all, but he seemed to fight through it, but we all know how the next day is. So,
I mean, you built yourself a 2-0 cushion. Because I understand exactly what you're saying, and I'm sure Jalen Brunson's telling him, no, I can go. But at what point, all right, we can take a couple of days off? I think
he
it's
was
every
going
other
there
day.
split, it's a different story.
Yeah, but up
You can
2-0.
probably take game 3 off if he need it. If he needs it, you can take game 3 off and get ready for game 4 if it's that bad.
Okay.
But
Yeah, if it's that bad.
if it's that bad, you can
Just
take
try and win back in the garden and get it done.
Yeah.
I think if
You can take game 3.
they had OG, if the,
It's right there. Gil, just come on. The solo, you're going to cut through the solo anyway.
I know you had to go take a PP.
One or two. One or two.
if the Knicks had OG as the backup, right, as a contingency plan for Brunson
Yeah.
being out, I think, because during the regular season, those 2 teams playing against each other were nasty. It was a nasty game. It wasn't a good game. It was a competitive game, but it wasn't like, it was nasty basketball. And Brunson was playing. So them picking up Siakam mid-season helped the Pacers. So OG, Siakam, they played together. They know each other's tendencies. They know how to play against each other. And then you got everybody outside of Halliburton, DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, Neesmith, Turner, Harkenstein. Like, everything balances out when you don't have Brunson on the floor. I think it just makes it a more competitive game when he is on the floor because now who do you have stepping up for the Pacers that's going to match him?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody matching him. So that's why they up 2-0. So when Halliburton decides to play, Jalen Brunson goes down. It gives them more of a competitive spirit to think that they can be in the game.
Yeah.
But then he shows back up. And what happens? Takes him over the top. So Jalen Brunson is the X factor outside of making it a fucking nasty-ass series where you don't know who the fuck going to win.
It looks like Anunoby will probably miss a extended amount of time. Kenny, like you said, if you're the Knicks, you're trying to at least get that 1-1 split, but you're probably not going to rest Brunson game 3 and hope you can get it back game 4, right? You want to put all your cards on the deck for 3, just try and go up 3-0, then whatever happens after that.
I don't think Brunson's going to rest anyway.
Yeah, going?
Right, yeah, because since OG's out, you're not going to just go in there and just tank the game knowing that you can win this game. It just seems like for the Pacers, Siakam hasn't shown up. Right, he didn't show up the last 2 games of the last series. Right, you know, you remember he came out, had the 13 rebounds and 28 points. Last two games of the last round didn't play very well. These 2 games, he's not even there. With him playing like that, it's going to be hard for him to win because you can't rely on Halliburton to come out there and have a double-double. 28 and right, you got to keep him like he's gonna be around 15 to 20. 15 to 20, you lose, right? So you know Siakam got to come out and actually perform.
Yeah,
like he has to be the Jalen Brunson on the other side.
Well, I think Turner got to show up too.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Miles
Turner.
You got to get it. So you got to.
Yeah, friend of the program. He want me. So I took the lower Miles. I'm sorry, but just the way the game was.
On which one?
His fourth quarter.
Friend of the program.
7.5 points, rebound, assist in the fourth. I was like, the way he's playing right now, he ain't getting No disrespect to you. Have, supreme competency.
But I lost some money. But I lost some money.
But I had to get some bread. I had to get, the bread right.
Yeah,
but let's talk about just this Nova Knicks trio, Brunson, DiVincenzo, and Hart. They combined for 92 of the Knicks' 121 points in Game 1. Game 2 with Brunson missing most of the first half. They combined for 72 points. But what is the identity of the Nova Knicks, and can they sustain this level of play with the heavy minutes that they're all logging?
Yeah.
I don't think they have an identity yet.
They made for it.
Well, they do.
They do.
The Nova Knicks.
I mean, they don't. I mean,
Yeah, they can.
So what they gonna do with Randall?
Made for it.
Oh yeah, the Nova Knicks improved that they don't need Randle.
Okay.
It's clear. Like they're sitting there like, yeah.
But we would love to have him.
We would love. Nah.
We would love to have him.
Who?
Nah, he's gone.
Who?
Yeah, Randall.
You think
He the
they'd
big?
be? You think they'd be where they at right now if they had him playing?
No.
No.
What you mean?
Because he's a ball stopper.
He's a double-double.
Huh?
He's a double-double.
Yeah, he's a double-double, but takes away from the doubles that they're doing.
I don't think I can't say that because I think he can adapt to understanding that it's Brunson's team now.
He wasn't even adapting when he was.
But because Brunson wasn't doing what he was doing now.
He did it last
Yes,
year.
he did.
He did it last
Not at this.
Yes,
not
he
at
was
this level.
walking.
Not at
Last
this
year?
level.
Dude, Randolph was walking around acting like he didn't
Yeah,
want to
because
play.
it was still he was still taking the ownership of his team. He's like, man, this is my team, and it was a battle war. Now it's clear. This is my team.
And that battle was.
And now you got to fit in as a pick and pop guy, hit that shot, go get rebounds, go get off the glass, big fella. This is my shit.
So he's going to just change his game.
Yes, he's going to have
I don't think so.
No. So yeah, they're going to get rid of him.
I don't think so.
They don't have to.
I don't think so.
No, we're going to get rid of him.
I think he will.
What?
Play number 2.
He's out.
Hell no.
Yeah, he's
Hell no.
number 1 guy.
He not even. I don't even think he's gonna be number 2 if he
Randall's
come
not
back.
a number 1 guy.
Huh?
Randall's not a number 1 guy.
I don't
He
even.
was just put in that position.
And I don't think he's a number 2 guy on that team either. With OG.
Who's the number 2?
I like OG.
Everybody who doesn't
I like
step up.
OG.
I mean, it's just.
But you
You
got a
can't
lot of guys.
disrespect this game.
I'm not disrespecting this game. I just
20
don't think
and
he,
10 guy.
We're
I
not
don't think he
knocking it, but
fits.
just saying
I
what
don't think
this
he fits
team
there
has
no
done
more.
with
He don't
him.
fit. He don't fit there no
don't fit
more.
there.
He does.
This is his new. This is.
He don't have.
I'm the captain now.
Think about it. Robinson and Harkenstein cannot do what Julius Randle does. I'm
Yeah,
giving
they
you
can.
20 and 10.
Yeah, they can.
OG.
Yeah, they can.
OG's the missing piece to what Randle can bring. Randle, OG, and then the trio. Nigga, that's a championship squad.
I think
That's a championship
championships
with Randle?
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
For that.
Hell no.
I think they bring OJ in just to switch him out.
I think
OJ,
they brought.
OG.
OJ. He out there killing.
OJ and the Nipsey.
You add Randle to the OG and the trio, bro. You got a real team.
He was there before, dog. It didn't work. He was there already.
They didn't get OG wasn't there when Randle was healthy.
Yeah, we switched him.
Oh.
But that's what I'm saying. We was playing a certain way. We got rid of our all-star, all-NBA player who's cheaper, and then we brung in dude.
What there was 20,
and look where we are.
It was 25-5, right, with OJ and Anunoby?
Yep.
Yeah.
We got the 25-5.
This dude been hurt the whole time.
The 30, I'm saying the 30
26-4 in games that Anunoby and Brunson played this season.
But when he's on, overall, right? Yeah, but overall they are, right?
Yeah, McBride to play, right, since OG can't.
Yeah.
Play a lot, yeah.
That's a much better team.
So
Randle comes back, they're gonna.
Do you roll that squad out with Randle?
No.
Yes.
And then try and make a move at some point next season if it doesn't
you
work?
forget what
I'm
we
moving
talked
him
about
this
last
summer.
year here, right?
He can go this summer.
What?
Right?
What?
About the clip after the game, him going over.
No, yeah, I was right here. I was in that.
All that, right?
Yeah.
I think that never went away.
He had matured. He matured
don't know
past
that.
that. I think so. Because he had to watch the team. He had to watch the team be successful without him.
No.
And now he has to realize,
That
hey
they
man,
don't need
I
him.
need to come back and fit into this. They're not going to fit into me when I come back. I got to come back and interject myself into the team now.
And you think he can do that?
I know he can.
Okay.
He has no, where else are you going to go where you're going to have the opportunity to be a part of this Knicks culture where we're winning and you got to buy in? This is buy-in time.
It's suicide for him. There's a reason.
About to say, because he's still young.
The reason it's suicide for him because he is like the thorn in New York's ass in a sense, right? He's the most hated dude there, right? He's the one that gets, when they lose, they're tearing everybody else, they got everybody else lined up, they tearing his shit off the wall. They're stepping on his face, right? He is that guy. So what ends up happening next year is this, if he comes back. If we start losing games, who you think they're looking at? Because all they can remember is this. We can only remember when you were gone, we were the hottest motherfuckers moving around here. Now that you come back, we're regular. So I need to get that fix back. Get him the fuck out of here and see what happens.
Because that's a big if. That's a hypothetical of saying next year, if we start losing, he gets to blame. You need someone to blame. You need a counterbalance. He's the perfect piece for if we do start losing, we can blame him. But if we do start losing and he's not here, who the fuck do we blame? You don't want to have to blame Jalen Brunson.
Let me just tell you this right now, though. He's proven if you start blaming him, he can't handle it.
Exactly.
He can't handle it.
He can't handle it.
It's maturity, bro. You gotta allow
But I'm
kids,
saying,
you gotta allow them to mature. And we haven't seen that.
Nigga been in the league for
You can't-
seven. This nigga been in the league for like 7 years.
You can't predict that he's gonna continue this.
7 years straight. But all of a sudden, motherfucking 3 months is gonna change.
We haven't seen the team get to this point in 7 years.
They
in
got
7
there without
years,
him.
That's the
It's
point.
not him with the team.
Watching it happen without me shows that I have to mature in order to get back into this. In order for me to be considered to be a part of this,
Right.
I have to mature and say,
I'm with you.
all right, you know what?
Hope you have.
I gotta fix something in me.
Right.
To be a part of this now because they're not gonna change for me.
That's what he said. That's what he told me last. He said,
has to.
I got to work on that with my guys. Exactly what he said. I got to work on that with my guys.
And he was playing well before the injury. Let's be real.
I think he can do that.
A New York fan right now
This
just
is
said,
before-
Randle gotta go.
But let me ask you this.
I know. They've been saying
Let me
that.
ask you this, though, right? You get hurt. You're out. You was playing well. They trade for OG Anunoby. We playing better
26 and
with him, right? The human nature felt like, damn.
writings on the wall.
No, I'm just saying, I ain't saying it is.
You think they're gonna put
I ain't
OG
saying
on the
it
bench?
is.
No.
I ain't
Because the
saying it is.
reason why they went for OG and who did they get rid of?
RJ Barrett.
Who was the problem?
Both.
Nah.
We don't know.
Nah. Because RJ was there.
It was them.
And he was hurt.
It was them motherfucking starting 3 left-hand people at once.
But what happens when you got rid of one and you bring somebody in and then you start winning? You can't say the problem was Randle when he's not playing. The problem was RJ. Because if it wasn't RJ, they would have been winning.
It's probably it's both of them, actually.
It
was actually both of them because,
So let's
just like you said, they have 4 guys out there left-handed playing on the
No,
same.
but one guy's
What do
giving
you
you
think,
20
Steve?
and 10, though.
Steve?
One guy's giving you 20 and 10, bro.
So what do you think, Steve?
I respect Rashad's opinion, but I think the Knicks would be wise to move on from Julius Randle.
Okay.
He's not from New York, bro. Nobody's listening to this nigga.
I got a New York-
He's from fucking Albuquerque. He don't even got a New York Yankee
He
hat,
got a New
bro.
York passport.
He don't even, man.
He got a New York
Stop,
passport.
man. Stop,
2 days ago.
Let me see your license. Let me see your
My
license,
man,
man.
Stop, man.
My man Grayson from New York, he said he gotta go. We got 11 draft picks. We don't need him no more.
Be careful what you ask for, man.
But
New York been asking for the wrong shit for a long time.
But just
Facts.
but there's a potential you can move Brunson and even beefing up that roster with somebody who
Say that
fits in. What you can move Randle.
Oh, you said Brunson.
So I did a Gil
I
Friday.
just been like, whoa, don't get us killed.
No, I didn't mean to chat. Okay,
We like New York.
shout out, Big Nick Energy.
We just got
No,
New
but you
York
can
on the
move
side.
Randle and potentially even beefing up that roster a little bit more.
What does that mean, beefing up that roster?
Get some
To
more
go
pieces.
get what?
Get some more
Well,
pieces.
To do what?
You need a
Like I
bench.
said, be careful what
Some
you
more
wish.
Villanova guys.
What's they
Be
for?
careful what
They got
you
a
wish
board?
Go
for.
get some more Villanova guys.
New York
Be
need a
careful what you wish
Hey, go
for.
over to J. Wright. What you got, dog?
I ain't got nothing right now, dog. I ain't got nothing right now. Right now, I ain't got nothing.
I got one coming, though.
I got one on the way, but right now I ain't got nothing, man. I really believe Julius Randle
Yeah.
is the key, bro.
I don't doubt it. I don't think, Brandon, you said they might make a move this offseason. I think they may start next season, see what it looks like.
This shit right now.
Listen, he can make. They need to make it.
They get to the Western Conference Finals. I mean, Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, it's unfortunate, dog. Your man might be on the move this summer. It's unfortunate. But they make that thing competitive in the East. Oh, listen, they get out.
You
Randle from?
need him.
Dallas?
You
Dallas.
need him. If you're not going to get somebody just as impactful,
Yeah.
He just went and got PJ.
you need that guy.
Yeah,
a
for sure.
four that can
Dallas
give
too.
you a double-double. How you
I like
gonna-
PJ.
Yeah, PJ Washington from Dallas, so that's what got him.
Who out there that you say you can go get in New York for Randle that's going to give you what he's giving you? Out there in the free, who you going to trade for that's going to give you what Julius Randle?
We don't need him to give us what he wants.
We don't
Because
need
when
this
he was
in the
doing that,
end.
we wasn't winning.
It's because we had R.J. Barrett. Because we had some other guys that that was fucking up they was fucking up the shit.
Like your 20 and 10 took away from 1, 2, 3. These
No.
three dudes combined is better than 20 and 10.
They
right now.
already made the statement that R.J. Barrett was the cancer of the team.
I get it, but
get you.
because
But we-
what I'm saying
we
is, what do you
gotta
think
see
New York
OG there,
fans
too.
is thinking right now? That, remember, we don't like
York
him.
here.
We don't like him anyway.
This is New York here we're talking about.
I think they're saying, man, imagine if we had Randle.
No, they're not saying
boy,
that.
what I'm saying is they don't
They're not
know.
saying
Out of your
that.
mind.
They're not saying that.
So if you're
Guaranteed,
missing
go do a poll.
something, if you're missing something and
Hey.
you got something, right? How can you not say what would we be doing
Because
if
we
Randle?
don't-
Because now if we come up short, and you're New York and we come up short, the only thing you can say we didn't have our best player.
No.
But we don't. But that's,
We didn't have one of our best players was down. Imagine if we had him.
No, I don't think they. I don't think New York think they're gonna win.
I think they're saying we're better. Remember, they don't like him. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not like he was a
It's about
hero.
liking him, about what he
New
can
York
do.
don't need
We don't
it.
want him.
About what he can do.
Yeah, but if they don't like, you can't. He's not gonna be able to play in the guard if they booing him.
Hey, if he's delivering, they're not gonna boo him.
They-
When he do,
When he wasn't delivering, they was losing. You know why they was
Nigga
losing?
was still
'Cause
an all-star.
They didn't have a cohesive unit.
he got booed being an all-NBA player.
Was DiVincenzo and Josh Hart playing the way they playing now? When
No,
Julius Randle-
no, 'cause they got removed.
No, they were not. So now that they've stepped their games up,
No, we have more.
Brunson
They
stepped
have
his
more
games up.
opportunities now.
All of those guys are going to play well now, and they're going to continue that. Julius Randle's not going to change that for them. They're playing harder.
You think
They're
they
playing
gonna-
smarter.
The ball don't
ball's
stop.
gonna stop.
Someone goes ISO.
Bro.
It's-
That
I don't have-
ISO,
I can't have
it's 'cause
two people.
you know why you can't do that no more? Because you got two niggas that can't play in the post. You got two niggas that can't play at all offensively. You're not gonna have a ball stopper because they can't play.
Who
You
played
can't
ball?
give it Harkenstein and Mitchell.
Yeah, they
Mitchell.
did.
You can't give it to them.
Good.
So now if we had a post presence that's giving you 20 and 10,
Who's a
it's
post presence?
helping.
He does the same
Julius
thing.
Randle.
He's Brunson, but
Y'all-
bigger.
No, man.
He wants to sit there and do this
no,
and
Dad,
go
I gotta
on.
watch- Dad,
He
he
wants
get
to
up
do
to the
the
three-point line,
three-point
coming down.
line.
I
He
gotta
wanna
watch
do this.
that man's good.
No, we're
Yeah,
not
he's
saying he's
good.
not good.
He's good.
That man's good.
I don't think
Nobody
anybody's
That
not.
man's
Nobody
very
didn't say
good.
he wasn't
And
good.
he can shoot the ball from three.
Yes.
He'll post your ass up.
Yes.
And he goes and get offensive rebounds
Yes.
and defensive
Yes.
rebounds.
Yes.
It's a very
Yes.
valuable asset for
Yes.
them.
Not for us anymore.
Not for the Knicks anymore.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
For sure. Who
not-
are you going to get out? Like I
man,
asked, who are you going to get in the market that gives you what he gives you?
Michael Beasley's better.
We don't know. Nobody. What I'm saying is the way our team is moving now,
Michael Beasley better than him.
We're moving at a faster pace. We don't need the ball stopped anymore because these guys are playing the way they're playing. This offense is ran by these 3 guards now. So we don't need to make it a big man now.
Are you going to give him up for nothing then?
No.
Are you saying you don't need nothing?
We'll find somebody.
Are you saying you don't need nothing?
No. We're gonna find someone that fits with these 3 guards.
So right now, are you telling me you don't need anything?
No, we do need better players to fit with these 3 guards.
So he can't add nothing.
No, his style of play does not add to us.
Can you tell me who out there in the market that's gonna give you something for what he's giving?
I don't need what he's giving. We don't want what he's giving. We want what fits here, nigga. I don't want your chocolate.
You don't know if
this
it, but you don't know if
vanilla ice cream set.
You don't know if it fits.
What matches vanilla?
You don't know if it fits.
It does.
No, you don't know.
You were here last
He's been
year.
hurt.
You was here last.
It's not the same
You
team
was here to
from
begin.
last year, bro.
You was here to beginning. You don't fit with what we want.
Bro, what are you talking? The Nova Trio just emerged while he's being hurt. He's been hurt the whole time. We don't know what Julius, Randle, and them look like. So you can't even say we don't want you.
The Knicks were playing very good before Randle went down too. So it wasn't like they were just hot trash. And then when Randle went down, they went on.
But what I'm saying is, you gave me a better look.
Yeah.
I like this look. The fans like this look. They're not booing anymore. They haven't booed anybody in a long time. We didn't even know that they could be this happy.
They don't.
We didn't even know Knicks fans could be as happy as they are. And what happens if we bring the guy they hate back? This is not what's hot. Like they hate him, or is them booing him? Like he got booed.
They don't hate him.
He got booed as an All NBA player.
They don't hate him, bro. They was losing.
No,
they don't hate him. Just
they
like
made
you
the
said.
playoffs.
Just like you said.
They made the playoffs,
Just like you said.
sir.
3 games. Give Brunson 3 games and playing bad. What's it gonna be?
Because we're used to the
Remember last year in the playoffs when they were walking out the joint and they tearing this shit off, right?
This is the playoffs, sir. He got booed.
It's not the same team, man.
I know.
Not the same. It's
I
a
know,
whole
we
different
think it's a better team.
And he ain't played with this team.
I hear you, bro. I'm just telling you.
He ain't.
I'm looking at how this sport should go.
I know how it can turn around.
The mob is fickle.
When you got a guy in Dallas that they didn't want, they was like, oh man, we don't. He get to New York, all of a sudden he's wanted. It's a quick turnaround. It's like everything can turn around for you.
No, I hear it. No, you can't turn around, but it's I ain't seen a lot of.
Somebody wrote Miles Bridges.
What?
For him?
Oh. Quicker shooter. Hell yeah, quicker shooter.
Didn't you say that Julius Randle is an all-star?
Yeah.
All NBA level player.
Bridges is an all-star?
No, quicker shooter.
And a nigga athletic.
We're talking about somebody who can just quick baskets. I don't need a dude out there just.
Julius Randle.
So the chat, mixed emotion in the chat. Some saying Randall's cheeks. Some saying we need to keep him. But that's just our chat for y'all.
People get amnesia.
That's just like adding him.
People get amnesia.
That's just like adding him to Boston.
Who? Julius Randle?
Randle.
What? That'd be crazy. That would be
too many ball stoppers.
It ain't too many nothing, bro. He's going to the boards.
You can't have the same
He gonna get
guy.
his off the boards.
No,
and he's gonna pick
get
and
that
pop.
shit up.
And he's a pick and pop shot.
No, pick and pop.
He's just like Porzingis, but smaller.
No, he's a pick and pop. I need to dribble, put the ball on the ground, do my little.
Did you say that's what they all do?
Yeah, so why would I want another one? Porzingis kind of helps it out.
Doesn't that fit into the culture? If you got everybody does the same thing, it's my turn now.
No.
And I can get the bucket. I can get the bucket.
You cannot have.
And I'm a bucket.
You cannot have everybody out there doing the same thing.
I got 3 different guys in 3 different positions. I got a 3, a 2, and a 4 that can do all the same things. Your
all
turn,
the
bro.
same thing.
You got
and doing different things.
You got a
And one.
mismatch? You got a mismatch? All right, let me get my bag.
So you think they coming down? Man, I gotta get paid.
If they number 1 right now.
I gotta get paid
If
too
they're
now.
number 1 right now, they're number 1 in the NBA doing this type of ball. You don't think they're gonna continue that with Julius Randle, bro?
I am not coming to no barbecue
Y'all
you
be
throw.
logical.
I already know it's gonna be the same 4 items.
Be logical, but
Right?
it's the best
I'm gonna bring
items
hot
you gonna
dogs.
get.
He want to bring hot dogs. He wants you to bring hot dogs. Like
These the best
split
items
this
you
shit up a
gonna
little
get.
bit.
This
Somebody bring a hot link.
It's the best items you gonna get.
Somebody bring the.
Somebody bring the buns in it.
You might want something
Just
else.
hot dogs, no bun.
No macaroni and cheese.
Just straight hot dogs.
Oh, we like what we like.
We hot dogged up around
These the best ones. These the best ones in the city. We don't want nothing
No,
else.
no, we need a complete meal around this bitch, dog.
Nah, that's where you get fucked up. You're trying to change some shit because you want some more shit. This the best shit. Take the best shit. You don't need some more shit. The best shit we got. The best shit in the city. 4 items. 4 items. In and out. You get these 2 burgers, these
said in
fries,
and
and that's
out.
it. You got a line outside waiting for these 4 items. Just saying.
They do be waiting.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple, bro.
You got us.
Shit. You
got me on that.
Yeah, I'm about to say shit. Yeah. I said I can't.
You come here, you got all this shit. You wasting food.
Niggas know. Number one, dog. Number one.
Keep it
I'm the
simple.
dude, I go there now. There's some Wendy's right next door to it. Guess where I'm gonna go?
You going to Wendy's. You ate it out, nigga.
I'm saying, like, I need that variety, dog.
I'm gonna go cheese. I need that cheese. I need to look through some shit.
Wendy's fire.
They be frustrated. You can't find that. Like, God damn. Okay.
That's
Too much shit. Too much shit on here.
Damn.
No, but this,
Hell yeah, like Cheesecake Factory, there's too much shit in that damn menu.
don't even look at it.
Julius Randle, I'm fucking with him, man.
No, but dude, no, listen.
No.
Skill set, absolutely. Julius Randle, yes. All NBA player, all-star in this league, absolutely. But the way these guys are playing now, it is going to be tough to implement him into that.
Next year,
Into that.
I think he would.
Because these dudes, listen, confidence going into training camp, he going to be like looked at as like the 4th or 5th guy.
No.
I'm saying, far as what they looking at him as when Josh Hart come back next year, he gonna be looking at them and listen.
No, I think
telling you,
if you
dog.
talk about the maturity level, if we talk
Yeah,
about
10 something
what
look
year
at
is
him
what
like-
year is Julius Randle? 10?
I'm just dog.
Probably in his
Maturity level?
10th year.
Yo, that
T-
confidence.
year 10 coming in, and I know my guys got confidence.
And his contract is coming up.
So he's got 2 years left on his contract, but with a player option in 2025. So that's the
He
only.
was just pouting.
This is year
He was just
11.
pouting and
Yeah, he was
walking.
just pouting,
Like,
yeah.
like he was just
This-
pouting.
this-
and walking.
that's the only wrinkle.
Some of the
Year
games he
11,
ain't even
bro.
that at some of the games.
It's year 11.
But Shad, the only wrinkle, he got $30 million due next season, then he's got a player option for $32 million.
you gotta
next
change
year.
him now.
So I'm saying
You can get
he's going to be looking
30
for that
million, that's it?
extension
They
too.
finna move him, bro.
Yeah, 30 million. Oh, he's light work.
Oh, they finna move him, dog.
Moving for who?
I don't know.
It don't matter.
They gonna move him.
It don't give a damn.
They don't give.
Nah, that's public opinion shit. That ain't got nothing to do with the real shit. The real shit is Julius Randle is a fucking dog.
No one's
Yes.
saying that.
Nobody didn't say
no
that.
one disputing that.
So there ain't no disputing. He deserved to be
Sometime-
on the team.
but
Just
sometimes-
because they're playing good right now without him doesn't mean they can't play good.
Yeah, but
with
we don't
All
need that dog right now.
Let's say I have Shaquille O'Neal, right, as my center, right? I have Shaq as my center.
What time?
The great Shaq.
Okay.
The big one. He's just sitting on the right block. I don't need Tim Duncan as my power forward and a Chris Webber as my power forward. I need someone to blend in with Shaquille O'Neal. I can't say whoever's going to run down to the right block, get it. Because if Tim Duncan run to the right block, where the fuck Shaq going?
Are you referencing Jalen Brunson being Shaq?
Sure.
Okay, so then who is Julius Randle?
We'll say it's Tim Duncan.
We'll say he's Kobe.
I'll say it's Tim Duncan.
You have to.
I'll say it's Tim Duncan.
But
He's
you would have-
left-handed. They're the same person. I don't want. What I'm saying is, with Shaq, I will say, give me someone that can stretch the floor so they both are, or give me a left-handed guy. So give me David Robinson because he'll be on the other block.
No, but if you
I don't want someone playing in the same realm.
But if you're making Jalen Brunson Shaq, you would have to make someone else Kobe.
No, Kobe's not running to the block where Shaq is running to. What I'm saying is, I already
He's in the
have
same position.
Same position.
Same position.
So then,
I have
so
the-
then you're talking about Julius Randle would be Shaq.
Julius Randle is the same as Brunson, left-handed, trying to do the midi, trying to do this. I don't need two players that want to be in the same area, right?
Jalen Brunson works the whole court. He don't go to the
so
same
I don't.
areas.
Yeah, I work the whole court, so I don't need you sitting there doing this pouting. Give me just a straight shooter. See, he works because like if I have Randle, I don't need Brunson because Randle holds the ball, then he passes it. They're gonna shoot
I don't
it.
know. I don't know what games you be watching, bro. But
All of
that's
them?
not Julius Randle, bro. That's not him. What
I don't know what
you're
games you've been
describing
watching.
is not. Oh, I'm pouting and get the ball. Like he does his thing with or without the ball.
No, he ain't pouting.
He pouts.
Yeah, when he's rolling and he don't get it. Just like any fucking other player.
They don't.
I'm rolling and I don't get it, man. What's up?
They don't.
But that time is over because that team that was doing that was R.J. Barrett. That was R.J. Barrett.
But what I'm saying is these guys now, they're happy with Brunson. Like when Brunson gives it up, they're like, where Brunson at? Right? They're screening for they're doing all this. So it's going to be hard. We're not saying it's not possible, but I don't see him changing overnight on who he is, right? Because when he changes, his value's gone.
Yeah.
I'm guaranteeing.
He's $30 million a year. He has to think about survival.
I'm guaranteeing this. If they were to talk about this on the pod, Josh and Jalen, talk about on the pod what Julius Randle could do for them and what he means to them. I bet you not one negative thing comes out their mouth.
They ain't gonna say it.
They ain't gonna say nothing publicly.
I wouldn't say that they would say it, period.
They ain't
gonna say nothing.
Period. Because if they already identified who the problem was and they got rid of it, and this nigga's been hurt the whole time. He has had a chance to come in and show that it was never him. Just like when we got rid of the problem on our podcast and everybody thought I was the fucking problem, they thought it was me. And then we got rid of it, and then all of a sudden we start fucking flourishing, we start doing our thing. It's like, yo, it was never me. But it took someone to fucking clear it up, right?
So the shit that we talked about last year, right? R.J. Barrett didn't go over there and kiss his wife first and say he got to work on this with his teammates. R.J. Barrett didn't
That was a moment. That was a moment. That was a moment for Julius Randle that he take back. Man, I should have never done that. I should have never done that. Just like Pat Bell, I should have never done that.
Well, it's too late.
Sometimes you make mistakes. We're human.
No, but it
right?
was leading up to. It was more than just that.
But he can grow from that. He got time to grow from that.
You don't have time.
Why not?
Because I have to make a decision in the summer.
A decision on what?
Your future.
On what? Him going to kiss his wife?
Your future.
What?
No.
So why would you have to make a decision? He got hurt. He's a 20 and 10 All NBA guy.
Yeah,
what dumbass decision would you do to get rid of this guy who can help your team? He's a New York Knick.
Well, trust me.
Why would you get rid of him?
They are talking about it.
He ain't did nothing to the team.
We don't know.
He literally been hurt.
You know what happens? It's not his fault, right?
It's just time.
Both players that we could have been a problem, both went out at the same time, right? So yeah, you can say, Kenya's the problem, but you not playing either, and we winning. We're like, well, we don't actually need him anymore either. We got rid of him. We're winning without you. That's the worst feeling as a superstar.
Sure, no,
the fucking team thrives without you. Because when you come back, when John Wall came back, they done figured it out without him. Now he's going against the grain.
That's not the worst feeling, bro.
It is.
The best feeling.
Oh, the best feeling.
It is.
Can I give you a different perspective then? Can I give you a different perspective? Because y'all all seem to agree that that's the feeling. I feel like when you're down and you can't play and your team's winning without you, the only thing you're thinking about is imagine if I was there. Imagine when I get back, how we really gonna be killing them. I'm not thinking, oh man, they winning without, they gonna get rid of me. I'm just not in my DNA to feel that way because I know what I bring to the table. And if I'm bringing to the table added incentive to what we doing and what I'm seeing, I can't wait to get back.
So Rashad, let me ask you this.
I can't wait to get back.
Can I ask you a real question? Can you answer it honestly? Have you ever been in that situation?
Yes.
Have you been? No.
Yes.
Been the man on your team in the NBA? In the NBA.
I don't have to be. Why does it have to be?
Because it's when it matters. Because we're talking about the NBA.
We're talking about money.
We're talking about basketball.
We're talking about the NBA here. We're talking about the NBA here.
Basketball.
We're talking about the NBA here.
Because now you're just trying to take me out of the conversation.
No,
that's what you're doing.
I'm asking you a question.
We're having a basketball conversation.
No, the conversation was about a superstar.
So let me ask you
We're having a basketball conversation. It ain't about you taking me out of the conversation.
I won't ask you then. I'll ask you. When you were the man when you tore your Achilles, right?
Yep.
On your team, you were the leading scorer. You were the man when you tore your Achilles.
Yep.
How did you feel when you came back?
I fell out of place. They just signed Reggie Jackson, $80 million. I'm coming off the bench. I'm gone.
Yeah. You were the man when you got hurt, minus the gun shit. And you were the man on your team when you got. How did you feel when you came back?
Hated him. One. This was said. I'm glad we don't have a guy out there trying to shoot all the shots and we can play more like a team. That was said the day I got hurt. Not, is he all right? I'm glad he's out so we can feel like a team and everybody else can step. So they were happy that I was gone. So me coming back fell out of place.
I missed 80 games. First 2 games, missed 80 games. They played in the playoffs all that. I came back the next season. Felt fucking out of place. I was making the most money on the team. Melo was the leading scorer, but I was making the most money on the team. Starting power forward, all that shit, supposed to have been, felt out of place.
Yeah.
It's a real feeling. They didn't, if I was trying to get out of that motherfucker and couldn't. But this is, you're out there, your team is playing well, you like, damn.
And it's a business.
And on top of that,
Number 2, I've never seen number 2, who is number 2 behind you, takes on reign to be number 1, gets all the feeling of number 1, gets all the credit for being number 1, makes the all-star, do all this, and he's happy you are back to go back to where he was. Doesn't exist. Karan wasn't happy I came back for him to go back to the 3rd option.
Wow.
He's the man. He's taking all the game winners now. He don't want to sit there and say, all right, 1 down. I'm 10 for 10. What are we giving the ball back to him for? Right? So I'm the one that's being, I've never seen an article say, ooh, they balling. When the number 1 player get back, they're gonna be on the roll. They always say what? Ooh, are they better without him? Yeah. That's the first question that's always that, are they better without him? No one has ever said, ooh, once the star player get back, they're gonna be great if the team is successful. They only say that shit when you're losing.
yeah, buddy.
So we got some breaking news.
As much as I love the Knicks, some breaking news. Frank Vogel fired by the Suns after getting swept in the first round.
Okay.
Vogel is out in Phoenix.
I like the way y'all transition on that.
Damn, not surprised.
I like the way y'all.
Frank Vogel is out of there.
Pivot.
Getting swept.
I love that pivot.
Why did you like that pivot, Rashad?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. Because, I feel like Miko over here, like, I ain't do enough. I ain't do enough in the league to have these kind of conversations.
He's coming back to the Lakers.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Because I'm a team player. I'm a team player. I'm a team player.
Do you fit the question?
It's like, why you even call me up here?
Do you fit the question?
I should fit all the questions.
You don't fit that question.
Why not?
Because you didn't get hurt.
So why would I
man
ask the question?
Because you don't get hurt being man on your NBA.
Okay, how about this?
I excluded you from the question.
Nah, I see. You exclude me from the question when you can't win.
How about this? It's not about winning.
Yeah, it is. Because I'm sitting here talking about Julius Randle.
We're having an adult conversation.
I'm sitting here talking about Julius Randle.
We're having an adult
all
conversation.
All of a sudden, we're making it personal.
You don't fit the conversation. You don't fit the question.
When we're talking about somebody else,
you didn't fit the question.
And then you bring in personal shit.
You didn't fit the question.
It has nothing to do with that.
Then you played on the team.
That's crazy.
Then you played on the team.
That's crazy.
Let's say Kevin Garnett. Okay, we get it.
I'm a team player, bro.
We're not talking about you. Now you're personal.
I'm a team player.
We're not talking about you being a team player. We're talking about reality here.
What's the reality?
So if Kevin Garnett, right? Kevin Garnett, they're winning. Y'all are winning without Kevin Garnett.
Crazy.
And Ricky Davis is the number 1 option, right? And y'all are balling.
Kevin Garnett is not sitting over there like, man, they don't even need me. He's saying, man, I can't wait to come the fuck out there, nigga.
And what is Ricky Davis doing when Kevin Garnett coming back? He going back to number 2?
Hell yeah.
No, he's not. Happy?
What?
He going back to number 2?
Ricky
Happy?
know his place ain't number 1. It's the big ticket.
And y'all winning.
It's the big ticket.
And y'all winning.
He's carrying it because he has to.
And y'all winning.
I'm carrying it because I have to.
Now ticket comes back to number 1 option, right? So does ticket come back to number 1 option, or does he come back to number 2 option?
It's the big ticket, bro.
Exactly.
What do you mean is he coming back to number 1? He's the big ticket.
And that's what we're saying. Randle can't come back as the big ticket because he's not the big ticket no more. See,
what are you talking about?
I just tricked you.
How you tricking?
I just tricked you because Brunson is number 1 option now.
What
right?
the fuck are you talking about?
So when Randle comes back, you're thinking Randle is going to play number 2.
What are you talking about?
And we're saying he's not. I know you got tricked. You got tricked. Right?
So you got to trick me?
So ticket is number...
trick me now?
You want to talk?
Let's talk basketball, bro. What do you got to trick me for?
So
let's talk ball.
So ticket is number 1, which means Randle was number 1 before they went out, right? Ticket and Randle is both number 1. They both fall. Ricky Davis and Brunson goes number 1, right? Right? They're number 1. They're balling without him. Ticket and Randle comes back, right? You said Randle has to go to number 2, right? And we said that's not going to happen mentally. When Ticket came back, you're saying Ticket is the ticket. He's going to be number 1 and push.
You do a whole lot to try to prove your point, man.
I mean, I proved it.
I see. Y'all be so pressed on trying to prove me wrong, man. That shit be crazy, man.
That's what I just gave it to a reality.
Wild.
I gave it to reality, and you contradicted yourself. That's not my problem.
This is wild, man.
We good here? We move.
I mean, I'm just saying he just fell into the bear trap. That's not my problem. I just put it into somebody who was the ticket. If the ticket came back, the ticket's gonna be the ticket.
Imagine you gotta set a
Brunson.
You gotta set a bear trap for the bear.
Well, stop contradicting yourself,
Imagine that.
You know what I mean?
You gotta set a bear trap for the bear, nigga. Here he comes.
Oh, you're not gonna set a cat.
Here he go. Hey, let's set the trap over here. Come on.
You're not gonna set a cat trap for a bear, motherfucker. You gonna set a bear trap for the bear?
Because you need to catch the bear. Yeah. Because you can't.
It's called the bear. It's called the bear trap for a reason.
Can't kill it.
Let's keep it moving.
It's called a bear trap for a reason.
Let's keep it moving. Back to breaking news. The Suns have fired Frank Vogel after 1 season. This is according to Shams. The Suns were 49-33 this season, but were swept in the first round by Ant-Man and the Wolves. Per Dwayne Rankin of the Arizona Republic, the Suns had extensive talks for days in evaluating the team and determining whether to keep or fire Vogel, and it appears that they have decided to give Dirty Frank, as some on the show know him as, the axe. Y'all rolling with that? You think it's a good move for the Suns?
So am I the only one that was shocked when he got the job in the first place?
Just you two?
I was fucking,
Dirty Frank.
Yeah,
Dirty Frank.
I thought it was a bad hire from the beginning. Just for the team that they had, I just thought it was a bad hire. Kind of offense that they needed to run, the kind of leadership that they needed, I just thought it was a bad hire. And I'm not surprised after being swept. I'm not surprised at all.
Do you think he's about to be the new Laker coach?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. I think he's done.
The new old Laker
I think he's
coach?
done being a head coach.
You think he's done?
Vogel?
I think he's done being an NBA head coach.
Shit.
Yo, that assistant from Boston, I was talking about Charles.
Charles Lee got the Hornets head coaching job as well.
He got the job, for the Hornets.
Yeah, they had it. Yeah, they pardon me, they bought the N-word down there to deal with them young N-words.
Yeah, them.
What?
Yeah, the cuss J
Black man out. Get your ass in here.
Darvingham to the Suns?
No.
Okay,
Jackson?
I'm checking
Mark
with y'all.
Jackson?
Just asking, trying to know.
I'm just-
support the community, King. No, I'm just asking.
I hear you. I'm for black power, but no, it's not the move.
Not that powerful.
No, it's not that.
Right,
Not the
bud?
move right now. But no, hey.
What do you think that means for the future of the Suns franchise? And King, like you said, you didn't think Vogel should have got the job to begin with, but are you pinning this all on Vogel? Obviously, their big three with KD, D-Book, and Bradley Beal didn't play. They played somewhat together, but
still,
just
you didn't
injuries.
find no lineup to work at never. Like you never found any combination when them guys was in, out, never to fucking work.
Having Bobo.
All season long with the talent. KD was a fucking staple, that bitch. Devin Booker played a lot of games. Right? The only one that was out really was fucking Bradley Beal that missed the most games. And you found nothing that worked all season? No, it's your goddamn fault, Frank.
How many games did Brad miss?
And they're 40 maybe.
40-something.
Ain't that half the season?
Yeah.
So your big three, you didn't really have.
It was a big 2.
Can you put it on Frank?
Hell yeah. You know why I put it on Frank?
Yeah, 29 games.
I put it on Frank.
You find
I mean, it doesn't matter who it is. I just know there's a staple. There's a guy in New York by the name of Tibbs who do not have close to the talent there, and he figured out an offense to make it win. So now when I'm sitting here judging a coach, he got leftovers and he's cooking up meals. You got all the good meat. You got all the good meat over here. You got all the prime.
No
you
diddy.
get first right of refusal with the steaks.
No
and you
diddy.
telling me you can't make me shit.
Yeah.
You got left. I'm giving you leftovers, Tibbs, and you making a meal. And this man got prime. He got Wagyu over here.
So you know what Tibbs got, right? What dudes in the prison make? Spread, right?
Spread.
Tibbs making the best. Hey, got this spread. Got
Motherfuckers out
honey
there.
buns over there. You got the motherfucking peanut butter on top of the honey bun. He doing.
Tibbs ain't making shit. Them niggas play hard.
I know.
They play
'Cause of
hard.
him.
Ain't
'Cause of
no
him.
system.
'Cause of him.
Ain't no offense. They play hard.
Because of
bro.
him.
They ain't candy
Ain't
put
it?
them to work.
Them niggas is not playing hard. They didn't deliver.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
can't put it on him.
Like, what if
He didn't. He wanted a point guard. He did not get one.
Who wanted a point guard?
Frank.
There were reports that
Dirty
Vogel was wanting the Suns to add a point guard to the
Okay,
roster, but
cool.
Ishbia and maybe Isaiah Thomas behind the scenes as well.
Said
With-
no.
But guess what? They didn't get it and make it work.
So if
You didn't get a point guard,
if the
make
guy
it work.
who's supposed to play point guard,
Hey,
for
give
us,
me. Listen, I take talent.
he misses
talent.
He misses 30 games, 29 games.
29 games.
The guy who's supposed to play point guard for
Mm-hmm.
us is not playing point guard for us. Now we got to figure out how to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
The two guys that I got that are all-star, all NBA guys, they show up all season long, right? Grayson Allen. Panned out to be something that we could use. Where the fuck is everybody else?
You got to put.
Where are my New York Knicks assets on my bench?
You got to put.
I don't have
in
them.
I
position.
don't have them.
Hey, I know
That's
a
why
guy
I don't-
that-
that's
I know
why-
a guy. No,
How
I know
is
a guy
that- how is that
I know
on
a guy
me?
that played well consistently when you gave him minutes.
Because
How is that on me though?
because Bobo, because
How was it on me?
Because New York bench, you said
That's real.
there's no bench because he don't
real.
play nobody off
They
that
could've
bench.
used-
Consistently.
He don't play nobody off the bench.
McBride,
He been 6,
McBride,
7 minutes.
Hartenstein.
6 minutes, 7 minutes. He plays two guys off the bench.
Hartenstein starting out.
But what I'm
He
saying
threw
is,
Burke out that motherfucker in that light. Where the hell he come from?
he got
If
three
you don't
dudes.
play hard, if you don't play hard, you can't play. If
He got three.
you don't play hard, you can't play.
He got 3 dudes that's
Come
6'4"
take the ball
and under.
out for me.
Got the
play.
1, 2, 3.
They
So he
all
don't have a small forward. He don't have a
got
power
you.
They
forward.
all play hard. They all play hard. If you come in the game and you play hard,
one thing-
you're gonna get good results if you play hard, play smart, play together.
Can't keep switching lines.
As a coach.
Can't keep
Coaching, if you
switching
can't get your
lines.
players to
Because
play
I'm
hard,
trying to get, hey, Eric Gordon, are you gonna go come out here and play hard? Or you just gonna shoot threes?
What
play him.
What
has
do he
Eric
do? He
Gordon
shoot
been-
threes. That's
Oh
what he
yeah,
do.
you gonna come out here? You gonna play hard?
What
or
has
you just gonna
Eric
shoot
Gordon
threes?
been throughout his career?
you gonna
A
do?
shooter,
What has Eric Gordon been throughout his career?
A score.
scorer, shooter.
Score shooter, right?
can't play. Don't play then. But that's what I said. That's coaching. If I can't get you to play
You
hard,
want
then
me
it's
to
on
come
me.
out here to do something that ain't what got me here, right?
Coach
Right.
can't get on the floor and play for you.
What-
That's all I'm.
what-
He's supposed to make me get
He can't get out there and run up and down and give the energy he want to give you when he can't go sub in. He can't sub himself in. Y'all gotta
maybe
go
he
get the
should.
job
Yeah,
done.
maybe he
Maybe he
should. Let Dirty Frank get a little dirty.
Tibbs not subbing in.
Because this guy's playing so well.
He's playing hard.
It ain't the offense.
It's a message.
That's what it is. The message that you send.
Do I gotta tell grown ass men how to play? Do I gotta tell you to play hard?
Holding guys
You said
accountable.
what do you have to tell?
42 minutes a
Huh?
game.
Holding guys accountable.
You grown.
Holding guys accountable. So I'm not supposed to hold you accountable because you grown?
We got a lot
You get
going on.
paid.
in
I'm
the
gonna hold your grown.
150 million.
Man,
I'm
that
gonna
don't mean-
hold your
that
grown.
money
listen,
shit don't mean
and I'm gonna
nothing.
hold your grown rich ass accountable.
Tibbs
That
ain't
mo-
gotta hold nobody accountable on that team.
don't
Yeah,
think
but
he
that
does?
money don't mean
He don't
nothing. I don't
have
care how much
You don't
money you
think
them
make.
niggas
You still
out there
got to hold
hold
somebody
themselves
You
accountable.
don't think he holding them dudes accountable?
He doesn't have to.
Yes,
So
he does.
I didn't
Yes, he
ask you
does.
that.
He doesn't have
I
to.
didn't ask you. So you don't think he does?
I think he would if
Do you don't
he,
think
if
he
he
does?
needed to. I don't
I
think
know
he
he
has.
has.
Film,
I
you
don't think he
think-
has to.
In film, you don't think he's still telling guys when they
You
fucking
don't
up?
think Frank is?
Hell no.
But that's a thought.
That's how they play.
That doesn't mean it's reality.
They got swept.
Doesn't mean it's a reality.
They didn't make any adjustment, do anything different from first game, second game,
So
third
how do
game,
we-
fourth game.
How do we know in film he's not pointing
Why'd
out?
you give him dirty? Why would you give him the name Dirty Frank? You must have seen something in him.
Of course.
Okay, what
Niggas
did
got
you
swept.
He played with the, he coached the Lakers.
That's the reason his name is Dirty Frank.
Hell yeah, Dirty Frank.
But what's that?
I'm done.
But what that mean? Like,
What's the
but
call?
why is he dirty Frank? Because he's a bad
What's
like
the
coach,
correlation?
or
He won the chip, right? Mm-hmm. With the Dirty Lakers, with the bubble shit.
Okay.
Then the next year.
So with the Lakers were dirty, winning the hardest championship in NBA
What happened the
history.
next year?
AD got hurt.
Dirty Frank couldn't.
AD got hurt in the playoffs. And
Dirty
they
Frank
lost to the
couldn't get it
Suns.
together, and then he got fired. All right. He picked up the shit. He had a good team. He won with.
so they did him dirty, is what you're saying?
Not only did they do him dirty, he wasn't able to put.
Oh, is that why he's
together-
dirty, Frank?
Yeah,
I thought it was a whole other
Let me
conversation.
finish. He didn't put together a system for the team that had a lot of talent. So when that shit crumbled around, there was no results from it. You got another team that should win based on talent, didn't have a system, you didn't get what you wanted, it did not pan out, you out of there. Having a system is important, but having the players that cover for it, you win. You got the same type of players. Why y'all ain't winning? It's because those players didn't play like those players did. So you can't blame it all on him. Does he get blamed? Of course. He didn't implement a system. But those players did not fucking deliver.
I agree with
Period.
that too.
So
They didn't.
Frank Vogel fired by the Suns after one season. Curious to see who now takes over the reins and what ends up happening with that big three this summer. We've heard some varying reports, but we'll speculate on those things when it's time to. But let's keep it moving. We talked about Pat Bev and the situation with the Pacers fans earlier in the week. Today it was announced that the NBA suspended Pat Bev for 4 games for throwing a basketball at 2 Pacers fans during the Bucks season-ending Game 6 loss last Thursday. But the league suspension isn't his only problem, and we got the video just for y'all to check out. On Wednesday, Indianapolis police announced they've opened an investigation into the ball-throwing altercation at Gamebridge Fieldhouse. Police said in a news release that the case has been sent over to detectives who are currently investigating the situation and take all accusations seriously. Detectives will present the case to the Marion County Prosecutor's Office at the conclusion of the investigation, the release stated. So, on a recent episode of his podcast, Pat Bev addressed the situation from his perspective.
I have to be better, and I will be better. That should have never happened. Regardless of what was said, that should have never happened. Simple as that. Let's just say it was more than Cancun on 3.
Okay, so that report from Shams was just a fraction of the story.
Let's just say it was more than that. I've been called a lot of stuff in this league, but I haven't been called that one. Still unexcusable. It doesn't matter what was said. I have to be better, and I will be better. I'm not going to take away from the fans that were great. It was some people that took it a little bit too far. I'm here to set the record straight. I was absolutely wrong, and I need to be better, and I will. I'm not the guy to get fans kicked out neither. The things that were said to me, I could have got 4 or 5 fans kicked out. Literally, security walked up to me. You want to get that fan thrown out? Nah, man. You could say anything when you win it. That's what happens when you win. You can literally say anything. And some people would have said, Pat, man, you should have got him kicked out. That would have never happened. I'm not getting no fans kicked out. People who spend money to watch us play, I'm not getting them kicked out.
So before we should also be noted that the suspension also includes the situation with the ESPN producer in the locker room. When he asked, do you subscribe to my podcast? She said no, he refused to answer her questions. But as Pat Bev pointed out later on in that clip, that's his normal shtick. He asks people all the time if they subscribe to his pod. So just putting it out there.
Personal choice whether they want to answer the person's question or not. That ain't.
Yeah, but back to the ball throwing, no Diddy incident with the Pacers. What's your reaction to that news?
I think it's easy to say something was said other than Cancun on 3. Like that's the easy route to go with this. When you got some shit pending, when you got a motherfucking lawsuit pending, that's what you should go with, right? Called me out my name, said something derogatory to me, so that's why I reacted in this manner. But if you've been called other things and work, like why would you react that way? Right? I was deemed somewhat of, some people might call a hothead during my career and react with emotion like a lot.
Really? Not just
Right? And not once did like, we had a situation in college where they was throwing shit at us, so we was fucking protecting ourselves. That's another. But when I was in the league, like not one time have I thought whatever was said to me that I was gonna fire the ball over there. Like, and where was your teammates at after the first time you didn't toss the ball over there to be like, and then how you get mad at your teammates, secondly, for correcting you after you do it the second time? You get mad at Jay Crowder for coming over there like, what you doing, dude? Like, you get mad at him. Like you wrong in every instant, like every second of this instant, like you are dead wrong. And I think you full of shit, Pat Bev, for saying that the fans said something other than Cancun on 3. That's a cop-out, in my opinion. Like, that's a cop-out, dude. Like, that's the easiest thing for you to say that they said. Say they said Cancun on 3 and I was pissed off about it. Like, be honest, that's easy to do in this moment, man. I think it's a cop-out.
if he says we could have got him kicked out, right? I could have got him kicked out. I ain't with the fan kick it, but you want to throw the ball at the fan.
You prefer that?
Please tell me how that makes
violence.
sense.
You prefer violence first.
I could have got you kicked out where I don't jeopardize me, my contract, the reputation of my family and me and everybody else in my organization. I'm not gonna jeopardize that by telling the fucking usher, hey man, get this dude up out of here for what he just said. He just called me this, he just said this, da-da-da-da-da-da. That's the easy professional route to go. But instead, I'm gonna throw the ball at your ass. Not once, but twice.
Yeah.
Because I missed you the first time.
Confrontation Kenyon and got people kicked out the game. And I'm confrontational as they come. What you say? Say it again. Oh, hey, man, can you?
Before I.
No, it ain't before. Hey, man, what you say it again? Oh, that was a good one. Hey, man, he over here. Like, yeah, and I'm going to talk shit as you walk out. Hey, man, thanks for paying our salary today, man. Yeah, like, this is the show.
Thanks for paying our salary.
Hey, you contribute. Ticket sales.
Holla.
Appreciate it.
Holla.
Yo, the only thing about Pat Bev, like he's getting 4 games, but Jamal Murray don't get 1 game for what he did. Like you actually threw some on the floor where somebody could actually get hurt. Like,
Yeah,
Two items?
2 games per throw.
What I'm saying is,
like,
there's still 2 items.
Like they both throwing stuff. So
At the fan or the ref, it's still something's being thrown by a player who's angry. Right? I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it is. I don't give a fuck if one is this way or one is that way. I'm throwing this shit at somebody. He threw the ball twice, right? He threw the hot pack and a towel, right? I mean, it's 2 items, right?
Some should have came.
One needs 1 game, right? If you got 4 games, that's what I said. You got 4 games. I knew something like this was going to happen, right? One thing I do have a question with. I didn't know it was a crime to throw the ball at someone.
Huh? It's assault.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, all you motherfuckers out there who's throwing the ball at me during pickup games, right? Jerry Stackhouse, Larry, Antoine, Ron.
You're dropping dimes right now.
All UCLA, because I was hitting buckets on you, threw the ball at me. I'm suing, dog. Shit, that's assault. That's assault. I didn't know that was assault. I thought that was just called basketball. You get to talking shit. You remember when Shaquille O'Neal, who threw the ball at him?
Was it what? Barkley threw it out?
no. But he dunked on Duke from the Knicks.
Chris Dudley.
Hey, Shaq, Sue Dudley, boy, that's assault.
I think the statute of limitation ran out.
No,
The statute of limitation with the Gil.
Well, it's only assault on the first on the woman.
It doesn't matter.
Because the man caught it. You caught it. That's like
That's a
dodgeball. You
good
catch
pass.
it, I'm out.
This is
She's
good pass.
suing him.
Yeah, she's suing.
She is suing him. 1,000% suing him.
Yeah.
But he gonna get
just
show
pay for it.
350.
What was it?
Is she subscribed to the podcast?
Was it Indiana? You know, just buy little tickets.
Whatever.
Give me tickets to the Patriots.
Gonna hit
It
him
wasn't
right in that
game.
pocket.
Indiana Colts game. You know,
Hit him right in that account. Oh no.
Put on the podcast.
That throw gonna cost him at least $250,000. It's gonna cost him at least $250,000, $300,000.
Oh, yeah.
Think about a fan throwing beer on the Pat Bev. Instead of the ball being thrown at him,
Yeah, they banned
it was some beer thrown at him. What happens?
They banned for life.
But what happens in that? We've seen that before.
We jumped it.
We've seen that before. Where the beer was thrown on somebody that was on the court. What happened? It was a big ass goddamn melee.
Hey, you know,
It's called a
yeah, you know what's funny about that though is like he threw the ball, hit her in the head, and then the dude gave it back all nicely.
He's like, what
He did throw it back though. He was like, hey,
give it back.
And he said,
Like, wait.
Because he's like, what did I say? Did I do something wrong? He's like, I just said Cancun on 3.
Yeah, you might as well just call that assault too. And he threw it back. Ooh, that was assault.
Tell him he gonna sue him too.
Pat Bev go sue the Fed.
Just shoot the
You threw
fan.
ball.
What it mean? Do it back. Shit, we gonna cancel this one.
Hey, nah, that shit, he fucked up.
You know he done fucked up, right?
He fucked up, bro.
4 games with no pay. That's
I mean, the woman who got hit in the head. I mean, I guess she wasn't subscribed
that's
to.
4 games?
She might have said, "I ain't subscribed to your podcast either."
That's 4 games. That's 4 games
Oh, I
without
was
pay.
subscribing.
Yeah.
I was subscribed.
Top
I
of
was
what you
subscribing
gonna
now.
lose being sued,
Yeah.
right? You get 4 games without pay on top of what you. So that just costs you.
That's what I'm saying. They probably just said, "Hey, Cancun on 3, and I'm unsubscribing." He was like, "I never heard that shit before."
what, 2? 2?
Yeah.
4 games, whatever. You know, man.
250 plus the 4 games.
Both of them gonna get 2.
So it should be pointed out, Pat Bev's a free agent next year. So
Oh Lord.
no pay, shit, $0. $0, nigga. I'm signing after game 5.
No, that's not how it works.
No, I'm just
So he
fucking.
done in July?
They gonna get the bread.
He done in July?
No.
So he's a free agent this
Next
summer.
season. Yeah,
this summer coming
Yeah.
up. Like in July of this
Yeah,
year.
30th, whatever.
Ooh.
They gonna get their bread.
Nah. Whenever and if he signed, that's a tough one. Coming off of that,
Yeah.
yeah, you fucked up, bro.
Yeah, they got signed, you know, they gonna play
finna
5
be on-
games.
You finna be on the couch with us, nigga.
Good night.
Well, we'll see.
Nigga, you finna be a full-time podcaster.
It's over?
Hell, coming off of this, and you a free agent in this NBA, that's a horrible look. That's a god-awful look. And you finna get sued. That's terrible for you, individually.
And hopefully, Pat Bev,
But most likely, this news is gonna break
And you're on your
later
way out.
on in the summer.
And you're on the lather part
right
of your
before the
career.
season starts.
And you're on the lather part of your career. Right? It ain't like you're in the middle of it. Nigga, you've been holding on, nigga, like for years because of how you play the game. And like, it ain't because of skill set. It's how you play the game is what has got you in this position. And you just put that in fucking jeopardy in a major
Even though
way.
he started every game.
It doesn't matter.
Pod, pull up to the
You
pod.
don't think Doc gonna bring him back?
So it's,
You don't think Glenn?
what checks Glenn signing?
I have to be honest. Listen, shit, Glenn been pulling off. I
I'm
don't
about to say shit. Glenn making
What-
calls.
I know.
He making
True.
Glenn making moves in there.
I'm like, it's like
Glenn been pulling rabbits out of shit. Damn, where you get that pocket from? Shit.
Where you get
But-
that pocket?
Pat Bev, pull up to the pod. Pull up to the pod this summer. Discuss it. You know, we'll be fair and equitable.
Yeah, no, I just think.
On Rashad off day. On an off day.
Are we on the same team?
On an off day.
What kind of shit we be doing?
So I got bills to pay.
Come on,
I got bills to pay. Pat Bev did numbers.
This is probably one be them days you don't.
Everybody come, huh?
Pat Bev did numbers.
Shit, we.
No, but listen,
Pat Bev did numbers for you.
Hey, but guess what? They don't sit everybody next to you though
I
on this
get it.
motherfucker.
They don't even. A lot of
Hey,
niggas don't come on because I'm on. They, I don't fuck with that nigga. Don't
Hey,
bring
them
me on
niggas,
with that
hey,
nigga.
they sit everybody next to me, so shit. Hey, everybody come on this bitch, get that seat, so fuck.
Let's move on to Mostly
Fuck. What the fuck is going on?
Nigga said bring back better. This nigga said wow.
You don't want us to get into it. It's all
This nigga like bringing my ex a wow. Damn.
shit.
I got bills to pay, Gil. Rents due.
Rinse do, mother.
This show is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Download the app, use promo code GIL and get up to a $250 bonus when you do. So, first question. Is this a video question? Look at us. We back. So we got a video question from Underdog user TMac001.
For Team USA and the Olympics coming up, obviously, we probably gonna have a couple of injuries. With the way that these folks is hooping in the playoffs, who do you think is gonna get the call to play for USA? Maybe Jalen Brunson. I know Kmart not messing with Kyrie, but maybe Kyrie because he's killing. Like who do you call? Who y'all think? Who do y'all think will get the call?
Ghostbusters. No, go ahead, Kevin.
I love Kyrie Irving as a basketball player. It's just not lining up for the Olympic team this year. That's all. Nothing against him as a hooper. It's fucking amazing.
Who got hurt now?
Joel might not play.
Joel got Kawhi.
But Joel, he finished his league. I mean,
he didn't
But I'm just saying, you got
his eye gonna be better by then, right?
No, we're talking about,
I mean,
Hopefully.
Gil. Unnecessary,
knee.
man.
talking about his knee,
Got
fool.
Kawhi. Got
I mean, the way the motherfucker was
Embiid.
playing in the way he was playing in the playoffs, shit, we'll take it. we'll take half knee.
Kawhi.
Shit, that's crazy.
You think Brunson's not enough to get the nod to make the team this summer?
No, for sure.
It depends on who's out. No, just gonna be
Just
honest.
saying.
Because he's a
Logistics.
Because
Right?
it's still guard heavy.
If
Yeah,
it's,
for
if
sure.
it's a
Still
guard
guard
that goes
heavy.
out, then
Yeah,
yes.
still guard heavy.
If Joel Embiid is not there, you're gonna bring in Bam or
Bam or Jaren Jackson.
yeah.
You definitely need a big.
Yeah, you're gonna need a big.
Yeah. But no, I don't think it's. But no, big Kyrie fan. I just think prior circumstances that has been discussed behind closed doors is preventing them from putting Kyrie on the team. Is my personal opinion.
So we also got some breaking news in regards to this show. We just crossed 600,000 subscribers on our YouTube. We did it. We did it. Send the plaque, YouTube.
We need a mill.
Yeah, $1 million next.
Mill
But
coming next.
we appreciate all you out there supporting the show. The lovers, the haters, everybody in between.
Huh? I said, like what you got to say, man. 600,000 people like what you got to say, homie.
No, man.
Yeah, man.
Can I say
Yeah, they love you, John Wick.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Yeah.
Go ahead. They try to hit you with the speech music.
Shit. I just want to give my appreciation for a second.
Okay, go ahead.
Came in very excited and grateful that Gil, Tim gave me the opportunity to be here to do what we doing. My life has changed since. I know everybody don't like what the fuck I gotta say happened. It's a necessary evil.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm here to stir the pot. I'm here to do what I fucking do, and I do it the best. So my appreciation not only for Gil, Tim, but us collectively, and Lexi. Lexi Red, Lexi Brown, Sexy Brown.
Oh no!
Norris, you know what I'm saying? Even Swag, like I just
Swoops.
Cheryl
Swoops.
Just the appreciation, man. I just needed to take the time and really, been reflecting a lot, sitting at the crib, just soaking up all the moments, the viral moments. You know what I'm saying? Everybody see me now. I'm going out. I get a lot of recognition and shit. So it's really from y'all. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how crazy the conversations get, how crazy people think what it is, what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? My appreciation for y'all is beyond. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't get this opportunity from nobody else. And it goes to Gil, 100%. Regardless of people think our relationship is, it's big bro. Big bro that I just happened to just whoop his ass and everything. You know what I'm saying?
That boy good. That brother good.
You must be crazy.
And before we go, to the person in the chat who said they're gonna unsubscribe to get us back below 600,000, you ain't shit. So unnecessary. Get that head out your heart, Rashad. We appreciate you. Canyon, Brandon, Gil, obviously appreciate everybody on this couch and everything that y'all do. We got 600K. It's a good start, but we got more work to do. But that is our show for today. Make sure you stick around for Sheet and Tyler, which is coming up next on the Underdog Fantasy Network. But this has been Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa! See you on Monday!
Sheet and Tyler.